So, Tifa, how much exactly did people confirm or deny that you remember of Higurashi?
Um,
Happy Tuesday, everybody, while Tifa is trying to find the words.
I want to say it's not deny, it's not confirmed, but that I don't remember a lot, which I can agree with. It's not a lot, I just remember like pieces, and I think I'm right. But if you confirm it, then that's like,
Yeah,
oh,
if you confirm
remember.
or deny it, spoilers.
If you deny it, it's like, it's not that, but you could be lying. It's like, who knows? I can live with the you know nothing,
Jon Snow.
Tifa Snow, which I can absolutely be fine with.
Meanwhile, congrats on being first Mortonaut. Hello, how are you doing? Hello, Dark Lord, congrats on being second. Skinner, congrats on not being third. Technically, it's Psycho. But I see what you did there. How are you all doing?
That's not how this works, though. Congratulations on being third, just to spite yourself.
Oh yeah, now I get it. Imagine like having the line there and like having put it into the system and still having to think about it. Yes, that, what she said. For those of you who live in the US, did you actually get to see the eclipse? Because that wasn't a thing over here. For us, it was just a Monday.
I didn't even hear that was a thing. I would have tried to look for it at least.
You wouldn't have seen anything.
But even then, I would have tried.
Did you notice that it went dark for like 4 minutes?
Yes.
How do you work with this? No, you didn't.
I don't even remember the last time. Actually, I do kind of remember the last time I saw an eclipse, because I remember standing on the schoolyard with everyone, and we had like these glasses with one like a red glass and one blue glass.
I think they gave you those old cinema glasses.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But then, do you know how long ago that was? How often does an eclipse happen? Isn't it every couple of years?
It was in 1999, I believe.
Oh.
I looked it up earlier.
So that was the last time.
Yes.
I actually remember.
Also, stop doing this, because I'm still iffy about the cables. I haven't replaced them yet.
The cables are fine.
No,
if they now start, then we know it's this. I'm telling you, it's your cable, and through the morphogenetic field, it's actually going through yours, and it only seems like it's mine, but it's you.
I'm not being mind-hacked by you, Tifa. It doesn't work like that.
Yes, you
no.
are. Yes.
Tifa, we have physical proof that you couldn't have seen the eclipse in Germany. Yes, that's what I've been trying to explain to her, and she doesn't believe me. Maybe this is one of those moments where if one of you guys tell her, she accepts the facts. Because with me, she didn't.
But that doesn't really matter, because I still would have looked for it. Still would have been like, oh, eclipse. No, I can't see. Okay, fine.
Tifa coming home completely sunburned in the face, standing out in the sun all day like, when is the eclipse happening? When is the eclipse happening? Oh, you. Never change.
So it would have been nice to know that somewhere behind the clouds, there's an eclipse happening right now.
But it wasn't behind the clouds.
Regardless.
It wasn't...
I don't care.
Dark Lord, no, didn't see it, only went through Texas, Oklahoma, and then into New England. There you go. Now you know.
Sure.
So like a diagonal across the mid to eastern part of the USA. Not Germany, Tifa.
But still, I would have looked. I'd been like, somewhere.
It was here, I ignored it. I might have done the same thing. Hello Evie, happy Tuesday. Yeah, I mean...
I do...
Have I ever seen one? No, only in like videos and stuff.
What? You've never...
I did not see the one in 1999.
Did you guys not watch it with school? Because I'm quite sure that was...
If we did, I don't recall.
During school time back then.
No. I remember many things from like special events from school. This was not one of them. Or maybe it wasn't visible here? I don't know.
I don't remember, I just remember watching...
Actually, it was, because I actually looked this up earlier, because I posted when the next one is visible, or the next total eclipse happens in Germany. 2081, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
We will have some partial ones in the next few years, but not a total one. That's 57 years from now.
That's a long time. Okay.
I'll be in my 90s then. Something to look forward to. Yeah.
I'll add it to my calendar.
And then it will be only visible in like parts of a country, so you have to travel there, and then everybody is traveling there to see the eclipse, and then travel is going to be expensive. And I'll be, how old will I be?
Old.
I'll be like
Sure.
92 at that point, and I'll be probably even grumpier, so I don't know.
It makes it even more special though. With how long in between it was since the last one.
We could just travel to a place where you can see a total solar, lunar, whatever eclipse before that.
Oh,
It's
no,
just
that's
in
true.
Germany. You know, visibility depends on where you live or where you are. Hence why you could now see it in the USA, but not here. Martinat couldn't see it, had a seminar scheduled during the eclipse festival. And you guys didn't get to go
didn't take a
outside
break.
or at least go to a window to watch it?
Like for science.
What good is university if you don't get to witness an eclipse?
I know, right? That's exactly why I go to university, for the chance.
I mean, where else? Reminder, I haven't been to
No
college,
wonder.
university, whatever.
Exactly, no wonder I didn't get to see it. I didn't go to university either.
Ah, damn.
There you have it. That's why it wasn't visible.
Clearly, otherwise, if we had been, like the moon and sun would have moved so that we could have seen it from Germany. Clearly, clearly. I remember seeing sickle-shaped shadows of tree leaves. It was cool. I
don't remember
at all.
any of that.
Did we go outside for this? I remember the eclipse being visible, being a thing, because I remember those glasses that you mentioned.
Yeah.
Being like everywhere. But I don't remember if I saw it. If I did see it, I don't recall. I was 10 at the time. If it wasn't a Pokemon, I didn't care.
I mean, fair. Could have been a Pokemon. What if it was Arceus?
It was.
What if Darkrai was behind
what's
it?
What's the moon one? Lunala?
Yeah,
Sol
for
Galeo
example.
and. Oh no,
That's
I
where it
missed it.
started.
I'll feel bad about it later.
35 stream
Thank you very
streak.
much for the 35 stream streak. That's even
That is
longer now
one.
because we had a 2-week break in between.
Oh, like that. Yeah, true.
Impressive. Very wow indeed.
Cheers to you.
College university is highly overrated these days. Is it the same in the US and I guess other parts of the world? Where if you are around my age, I'm now 35. When you went to school, you have been told if you don't like get a
Degree.
over here Abitur, high school diploma, and then go to college, university to do like a bachelor, a master study, whatever, then you won't find a job. You will be nothing, you will earn nothing, and you will die alone on the streets.
I want to say I see where you want to go, but that really depends on the country.
And that got drilled into all of the students at my school. If you want to be successful later in life, you must do well in school, you must do well academically, and only then will you be worth something as a human being. And that happened for so long that by now people have all of these amazing degrees and are really smart people. The problem is that they can't find jobs because everybody did those degrees. And
That's with
now,
a couple of them though, but
yeah, and now vocational jobs like craftsmen, like people that can do pipes, people that can actually build things with their hands, carpenters and stuff. Those are in super high demand. Prices have shot through the roof. Availability is basically zero. Because everybody got it drilled into them. Those jobs are worthless. Be smart. Be higher educated.
But the thing is, a lot of,
Pointless.
especially in the Netherlands,
Pointless.
they really do look at diplomas for a lot of jobs.
Same here
And
in
if
some
you-
places.
And depending on your diploma,
Depends on the company.
that can also decide your starting salary.
Yeah.
So if you don't have one, you'll earn way less than someone who might have the same skills as you but has a diploma. And then it's like,
So you do the same job, but because I got a piece of paper in my back pocket, I earn more.
exactly.
I find that horseshit.
Yeah, but that's how it goes. And with a lot of things, you can't like grow into because you don't have that piece of paper. Which
Yeah,
I
because
think
they
is
don't
ridiculous.
let you in.
And I think in Germany, that has been done, at least for my experience, that is not really the case. Like I've been to college technically. Does that count as college? Yeah, I've been to college to become an animal caretaker. So I want to say I haven't been to college technically, or to university, but I have been able to grow a steady career in Germany without a diploma.
Same.
That wouldn't have been possible in the Netherlands the way I've done it here.
Yeah, it really depends on the hiring managers that you need to talk to, I guess. Because a lot of places will gatekeep you if you don't have that piece of paper. They won't even look at you twice. Whereas other companies are like, well, if you can do the job, we're happy to have you. And like, that's having a piece of paper that says you've studied topic X for Y years. Yes, that's like a hint towards this person being able to learn these things, but it's not a guarantee. So at least over here, just because I didn't go to university, I don't feel like I've missed out on them.
I think you can learn some skills that could be handy. But is it worth the 5-6 years you might be spending that? I don't know. Probably not, but I find it hard to say because, I can't go zero time dilemma and check both routes to see which one was better.
Are you sure? Do you need help shifting? It's just a pen, people. I just need to make her feel threatened for her life.
But I can absolutely understand the pressure people get for, hey, you gotta go to college. Because like every parent wants their kid to be set up, right? You want your kid to succeed in life, so then you would think your best shot is to keep studying, go do this, get a degree, get your diploma, and...
I get the idea of wanting to put your kids on the right path and like set them up for success, but at the same time, have a rustling audio.
Busy sound, I'm not moving.
Be quiet. Still? Turn off your microphone, please. We're doing this live, people. The curse strikes again. Is it still happening?
Oh, apparently I didn't.
It seems to happen, especially when Tifa moves. Okay, I hear nothing. That's good. Right now you should only be able to hear me sounding slightly different because only one microphone picking me up. So we can confirm it is your cable. Alright. So, what we're gonna do, I've prepared for this moment. It sounded like something was brushing directly against the pop filter. No, it's not happening. That's the cable. I do have replacement cables. Gonna take a short break, then we'll pick this up and I'll quickly replace her cable. And that should work. Give us a couple minutes. We'll be back in a jiffy, as the British say. BRB. Press the button. We're back. Only the normal weird Tifa noises. So, here's what happened while we were...
That's most important.
Off screen. Spoilers, you might hear even worse noises during the stream. So, I got the replacement cable. Now we figured out, once again, it's Tifa's cable that's broken. I don't know how she does it. Yes?
I want to say though, this cable already came bent.
Yes.
Like I want it recorded on stream and I can't even show it now because now it's tucked into my pocket. It's already bent in a very weird way. That is exactly how my old cable was.
So now...
If it breaks again, it's not me.
I quickly went and took the box that the new cable came in, the replacement one, opened it because now I know which one we need to fix, and I unpacked it.
Pieces.
I unpacked it because I didn't want to keep you guys waiting forever. It's very childproof, I can tell you that. No kid is gonna open those boxes. And I take it out, and lo and behold,
I'm so proud of you.
The cable part that goes into your microphone thingy is bent at like a 90-degree angle. Now I don't know much about cables, but that ain't good. Sounds more like if it breaks again, your guilt is certainty. This is only the second time it broke. Tifa's, that is, not mine.
Yeah, and the first time, it's a shared blame. Because I kept telling you that how I put it in my pocket, the cable gets bent. And wanted to put it on the desk, and you were like, oh no, leave it in your pocket. Don't put it on the desk. So that's kind of also partly your fault.
Tifa, these cables are specific, or these things are specifically made to be worn on a body, and mine keeps working.
While standing, obviously not while sitting.
Mine's been working for years.
Still.
Tifa is bad at sitting, is the takeaway from this. So, I didn't do anything to fix the cable in place so that there's less movement, to not put any unnecessary wear and tear on the cables. I hope this is the last time we ever need to talk about cables on stream. But if you hear a sound, please let us know.
Appreciate it.
Yes, very much. And sorry once again. We were complaining about colleges and stuff. So Evie says that it was the same attitude over in the US. So every idiot went to college. Colleges accepted them for money. College had to be dumbed down so that every idiot can pass, rendering it meaningless.
I don't know about the dumbing it down, but I think it's definitely a general thing in every country.
I do not
know goes to college.
About studies being done on this, but if you make something a commercially viable, or if you try to make something like education a commercial product, if you keep offering classes that people have to pay an arm and a leg for, and they fail, they'll be mad. The whole, I'm paying, I don't think I've ever heard anybody say I'm paying to study so-and-so. Usually people say I'm doing a bachelor's study or a master's degree or something like that. So
makes sense.
I don't mean this as a negative thing towards the people studying, but I think very clearly the expectation when you decide to go study like this is that you get a degree. That's the whole purpose of why you are there, So I would understand why some people get mad when they fail. When you paid for all of these courses and then you get
it's not really
a piece of paper saying you failed.
As in the school's fault. Oh well.
Not everybody is good at every topic. It happens.
No job has taken advantage of my AA in psychology so far. I'm not sure what your field is in. But I can imagine there are jobs where that can be incredibly helpful.
Yeah. I see more and more now actually that in positions where I never would have thought psychology would ever be a thing people ask for, that those degrees become more and more useful, in business in general, because of the whole thinking behind it and how to make people do what you want them to do.
Yeah,
that sounds nefarious.
I've never taken a course or anything in that direction, but I can definitely imagine, even if you don't do something with it directly, you do learn some useful skills you can use in other things.
Yeah, fair enough. Skinner said the amount of people I went to school with who went to college and then university and did long-ass degrees and shit earn less than me and my little finance desk job is unreal.
That can of course also happen. Yeah. There's no guarantee you're gonna land a big job, make 100,000 a year.
Yes. That would be nice if it was like that.
And don't forget the debts you also have to pay off.
Yeah.
Your student debt.
Basically. You're not getting a job with my underwater basket weaving degree? You should, honestly. That sounds really impressive.
That kinda sounds cool. And I feel like you have to get paid extra for that because you probably have to deal with wrinkly...
Yeah.
grandma hands, as I would call them.
The amount of moisturizing you have to do to keep your skin in good condition because of all the water you deal with and it being soaked in. Yeah,
at some point you'll all shrivel up.
That should pay tremendously.
That should pay really well.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Can see it now. Tifa puts it on the microphone. Puts on the desk, forgets it's there the next time she gets up, drops the mic and breaks it. Would you believe it? That's happened twice.
That is not true. I caught it before it fell.
Once you caught it, yes.
Yeah, and that's why I was putting it here.
Prove me wrong. Oh wait, you can't because it did happen.
Yeah, but I caught it.
Anyway. Just letting people pass opens a path to offer nonsense courses who will never be useful. Also unfortunately the case. Which is why, as Dark Lord put it, Jack has a master's degree in biting commentary.
Very
I try
true.
my best. I do try my best.
Very true. Well, in the end, I'm kind of glad I didn't go to college or university, I want to say. But I also feel just lucky with where I am now.
Yeah, it worked out for me as well.
Yeah.
I don't have any complaints. Talking about having complaints and sending people to study things that they may or may not remember. Tifa, what happened the last time we played Higurashi, When They Cry, Chapter 1, Onikakushi, Episode 5.
Before we go into that, I have a legit master's degree and I'm in need. But that is kinda like the goal, no? We all want a master's degree to land a good job so that we can retire early. You just got the retirement bit down already.
Yeah, you skipped the thing I'm
skipped.
still probably going to work for the next 35 years.
You skipped that part.
Yeah.
So power to you for that.
What she said.
So to get into what happened last time, we actually did some more after school activities playing a card game where every single round there could be a loser and the loser... President.
The card game was President.
Oh yeah, I forgot the name.
I still don't understand how the game works, but that
Same.
was not necessary.
But you have winners and loser, and basically every person wrote down a punishment that the loser could pick randomly out of a pile
Would
and
have
would
to pick randomly.
have to do.
Yes.
And that ranged from putting on a girl's swimsuit to petting our school principal to putting on cat ears and tails, talking like a little brother or sister, acting like a maid. Keiichi actually was on a roll, won the majority, so basically everyone turned into a slave by the end.
He attained godhood and lived his best I'm a 15-year-old horny teenager harem dream.
Yeah.
Mion had to be there in only a swimsuit. Reina was in her gym clothing and had to act like a maid, calling people master. Rika,
She was only in her gym clothing because she had to take her clothes off.
Yeah, 2 pieces of clothing. Rika had become a cat girl, and Satoko had to act like a little sister. Oh, Mion also lost first and had to go pet the school principal on the head.
Who's apparently a martial...
He's basically a Street Fighter character, yes. Yeah. And Keiichi was living his life.
He did flew too close to the sun because eventually he lost. I want to say everything until then was absolutely worth it though for him. Like no matter what, right? He lost and his punishment was to do everything that has happened. So
yes,
everything Jack mentioned he now had to do. And after that he went home together with Mion.
Yeah, but he had to do everything and then he left. No,
This is a recap.
He had to get into a girl's swimsuit, put on the cat boy outfit, and go speak like a maid to the school principal to kindly ask him to let him pet him on the head.
Not kindly ask him, just do it.
I mean, he tried to like go in there and bamboozle him, and before he realized what was happening, quickly went like...
He got knocked
Didn't
out
happen.
by the principal.
Yeah, he got full Street Fighter. Yes.
And after
then
that,
they left school.
they were done, they left school, and Keiichi went home with Mion. On the way, we ran into Kitomara.
Tomitake.
Oh, I was completely off. Tomitake. And Mion was like, oh, I know him. They had a little chat. He left, and Keiichi was like, "Oh, I have the feeling that he wants something more." And then Mion was like, "Oh, you have good intuition, because I also feel like he wants more than just taking pictures, but we don't know what he wants yet. But we'll see him at the festival. That's what he's here for in town, which I'm not sure if that's like tomorrow or in a few days.
Soon.
It's soon, like very close.
Soon, trademark copyright.
We went home. That was it. We also had a tip, which was a bit about the festival, the festivities, and you could like donate, stuff like that.
Yes.
And that's it. And I'm gonna assume that now we actually start into the festival.
Hopefully, yes. Principal got flinched by psychic damage. Only for a moment, and when the flinching had already stopped, only then Keiichi did try to pet him, and by then he had like shaken off the effects of it and punished him accordingly.
I don't think he actually... Did he succeed? I know he took advantage of the shock.
He did pet him, but
Then got
the
knocked into
martial
oblivion.
artist principal did knock him... I want to say knock him out, but I think he was still conscious afterwards. He didn't get knocked out, but he got punished.
It was a punch that echoed...
Through Hinamizawa.
Exactly.
Or Hinamizawa, as Tifa
I was about to say Higurashi.
has not said last time. All through the Higurashi, yes. Every cicada is now singing the praises of this gentleman.
They echoed the sound. Remember there used to be like this toy in the form of like a cactus. If you would talk to it, it would record it.
Yeah.
And then shout it back at you while it's like dancing and doing the movement. Like that, but with Higurashis.
I don't want cicadas to come up to me and repeat sounds. That sounds horrible.
It could be slightly creepy
Yes.
when this
Yes, it
grasshopper
would be.
suddenly starts talking to you. That's Pinocchio, that's another multiverse.
I don't think Disney will like it if we continue with this path. Tifa, are you ready to continue?
I am ready. Is there a copyright on talking grasshoppers?
I don't know.
Suddenly I
but
wonder.
even if there isn't, legally distinct, not Disney entity will be very hard for me to decipher. Chapter 6. Pinocchio is in the public domain.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
Pinocchio is, but if we start talking about there being like a helpful grasshopper character and stuff, and then
Well,
inadvertently describe the one from the Disney movies,
Geppetto
will we
came
still
at the
be safe?
same time, so I want to say every character. Wait, Geppetto is not the grasshopper.
Do you mean Geppetto came at the same time?
Well, it's Pinocchio. Same movie. But Geppetto is the father, right?
Story,
Not the grasshopper.
The movies are based on the story. Grasshopper was on the original. Okay. Helpful cricket, he just doesn't last long in the books.
What's the name of the cricket again?
Jiminy.
Oh,
I think Jiminy, no?
Jiminy?
Isn't it Jiminy cricket?
I know the
No?
Dutch name was very different from that.
What is the Dutch name?
I'm gonna have a quick Google.
Herman.
I have never read
Jiminy!
the original
There you
story.
go, Jack is correct. That should be a point in my predictions.
Pinocchio.
What are you doing?
Naam Krekel.
You bent een krekel.
I want to know the name of the
Krekel apparently is cricket in Dutch.
cricket. Jappie Krekel. Jappie.
Do you see how she's beaming when she says that?
Jappie the cricket. Now I know. Jappie Krekel.
Yappy.
Jappie.
That sounds really not good.
Yeah, it really doesn't, but
Phil
still.
guy from Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. Maybe we should play Kingdom Hearts at some point.
Yuppie? Close. Yuppie.
Maybe one day. But see, Jiminy is the Disney name. In the original, he's just the cricket. Therefore, already we are in hot Disney waters. So, let's continue. Yes, do it. Maybe at some point. Also, you are sitting awfully close to me. I cannot move. Thank you.
We have considered doing it at some point.
Maybe. But do you know how many Kingdom Hearts games there are? Do you know how long they are?
Aren't there only 2?
No, like 12.
Wasn't there this whole thing when 2 came out and people were like, oh, they're continuing the franchise. What? It's been years.
Yeah,
Oh.
but 2 came out like 20 years ago.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh,
3 was the one where people blew up. But also the bajillion games before that, between them, and since then.
Well, playing 1 doesn't mean you need to play 2. But that's
Yes, you do.
Not really.
Anyway, a few days had passed since the incident. During that time, either Mion was busy or Rika-chan had to help with a festival preparation, so we couldn't get everybody together for club activities. I guess the incident is them playing president?
That is the only thing that makes sense right now.
Even though I thought I would never want to participate again after the years it shaved off my life each time, not having it only made my heart grow fonder. I really am not honest with myself. Today we finally had our club activities again. These weren't the same old club activities. It was called the Watanagashi 5 Demon Firefight, and it was one of the biggest events in the club.
What's it gonna be?
Doo-ba-doo-doo.
True, I remember they even changed the name from 4 demons to 5 demons because Keiichi joined.
Yeah, there was a Game Boy Advance game between 1 and 2. Correct, which got remade for the PS2. RE Chain of Memories, I believe it was.
Do not touch it. I don't even remember those games coming out. I thought 2 was the latest.
A lot of these games.
I remember playing 1 with a friend once, but we never got to finish it.
How far did you get?
I don't even remember.
Should we play Kingdom Hearts on stream at some point?
Keiichi, does this yukata still fit you?
I think it's yukata.
Why
am I the one that keeps wanting to correct you on Japanese out of all languages?
Yeah, just don't correct me at all.
I am a dub watcher.
So, just don't correct me at all and don't be annoying. How about that?
I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to help you.
Improve with what? When? How?
Improve your Japanese. Clearly. I've heard both.
See? Alright. Then we'll go with both.
I actually believe Dream Drop Distance is in the remasters as well.
Never played any Kingdom Hearts. Well, I do at some point still kind of want to play it, but for now we'll probably not even get to it this year. Can you try it on for a second?
Mom pulled out an old dusty yukata.
Quite sure it's not yukata though.
Nah, I don't need a yukata. It was so embarrassing, so I'm just going on my normal clothes.
But this is a festival, wear it, okay?
Rina and the others said regular clothes are just fine. If I was the only one wearing a yukata, it'd be even more embarrassing. I put on the same old vest as usual. I'll be going with Reina and the others, so you don't need to worry about me.
Is that so? I'll be going with Dad when he wakes up.
Dad let out a loud snore from the sofa. Can you give us a loud snore sound? That's actually pretty close to her actual snoring.
Do I snore?
Sometimes. It's gotten way better. When I first got to know you, you snored way more. And way louder. To the point
I thought I was a teeth grinder.
Yeah, both.
Oh,
you didn't just have one problem in your sleep.
Sometimes I can tell I snore because I wake up and my throat is as dry as the Sahara. And I'm like, okay, I've been sleeping with my mouth open. Which probably means I've been snoring. And then there's like this drool track dried up. Yeah, you know how it is probably. And I'm like, okay, yeah, blah, I've probably been snoring.
And a tired Jack waiting to hopefully finally fall asleep. Because Tifa's snoring right next to me.
Yeah, you can just wake me up.
But then you're tired too.
I'm always tired.
Joke's
on you.
You're welcome, Tifa. I'm choosing for you to get sleep over both of us getting sleep.
Yeah, that's so great.
Epitome.
Did you expect anything else from me?
Oh, that was a rhetorical question. Mom, we don't have money for new character sprites in yukatas. There isn't even a normal character sprite here. Like, what is any of this?
This is annoying me now. I'm gonna get one of those pronunciation things.
What?
I need a... No, this one sucks.
No, it said it exactly the way I did. That's why it sucks.
Pronunciation.
She's opening a YouTube video. How to...
Yeah, yukata.
Yukata. Are there any Japanese people around that can please confirm that I'm closer at least?
I'm glad we established that now.
From how it looks, he must have pulled an all-nighter last night.
He just finished sending in his manuscript.
A manuscript? I thought he's painting.
So he might not wake up for a while.
You could turn on voices for a sec.
Oh, you have a very good point, actually.
Geniuses that we're
I already forgot that was the
playing
thing.
with. Thank you. I did forget about that again as well.
That would have been so much easier. There.
Yukata!
Oh, you put the thingy on the U.
Okay, once more. Yukata! That's exactly how I was pronouncing. Welcome back to Gaslighting 101 with Jack. Anyway, it seems my dad writes for art magazines sometimes too. I've never read it though. I wonder if my dad is a really famous artist. As a son, it's a bit strange for me to say, but I can't imagine he's selling all that well.
You know what I find strange? That this 15-year-old kid does not even know what his dad does. Like, wouldn't you at least go like, hey, can I see this once? Or you just see it once? Or you've walked into the studio once? Like, how can you not know like a thing? Like anything? Isn't that a bit odd?
I think Keiichi doesn't care.
I guess.
Also, I mean, the very first instance we get of talking about his dad being an artist is when he's stomping around home, having a shitty mood, and Keiichi's mom going, "Why don't you just go outside for a walk or something, darling? He's in a mood." I think maybe based on these super two tiny short instances of, character development we've got when it comes to this, maybe negative emotions are attached to him being an artist. Therefore, I don't care.
Well, I think we're still gonna learn what type of artist exactly.
He draws dam workers being dismembered by members of a community. But he's able to feed a family of 3, and my life isn't exactly full of hardships. Maybe he's actually a master painter and I just never knew it.
I just can't wrap my mind around how little you know, especially at that age. Like,
yeah.
Reichi-kun, are you? Oh, Reichi. I'm like reading the Reina and the Keiichi.
We're playing a different game now. Welcome to Higurashi, where the main character, Reichi...
it doesn't help that I am actually tired. Keiichi-kun, are you home?
Oh, it was already time. I didn't want him coming here, so I was planning on leaving early and waiting outside.
Oh my, it's Reina-chan. Thank you for always looking after Keiichi.
And making him food.
Ma'am, he's also been looking out for...
Why are you blushing just from meeting my mom?
Haven't they met already? Like, doesn't she give food and stuff? Like last time in the first episode, she was like, oh, don't forget to thank Reina for the pickles.
Well, I don't know if Reina and Keiichi's mom ever met. But yeah, Reina did give him something to take along home.
I guess.
At least. I don't know if I dropped it off her. Don't get all flustered. This feels so awkward. Let's go, Reina. Since Reina would continue to space out if I left her here, I grabbed her hand and dragged her out.
Reina-chan, look after Keiichi for me. Oh, yes, ma'am. Even if it means I must sacrifice myself.
Sparkle. Whoa, what?
I think he's thinking this.
And why don't you do it right now? She waved back even as I was dragging her away. A good friend should know their friend's parents. Yeah.
I kind of agree with that.
Definitely at this age, I would say.
Yeah. Okay, Kei-chan. You hungry today? We'll take care of that at these stalls.
You thought I'd let myself get full knowing the club activities would involve the stalls?
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Where are Rika-chan and Satoko? Are they already at the temple? I was waiting for her to read the line when I realized...
Yep, Rika-chan's a festival committee member after all. Satoko-chan is probably with her as well.
I see. Alright. Let's make some noise today.
Yeah.
Beautiful double intonation. Mwah. We were already in high spirits with just the three of us there.
Like, this seems like fun. I love going through festivals and stuff like this and looking at everything, and then I want to buy something and then I'm cheap and then I find $10 for not even dinner, way too expensive, and then I don't buy anything and then I just look at everything.
Yeah, how does that work with all of you guys? Is it similar to here where if you go to a festival like this, you will, if you buy things there, you will pay an arm and a leg, like especially food. A couple years ago, more like 10 years ago now, so I want to say, those potato twisters got really popular. Basically, they take one potato and not huge ones. A regular ass potato. If you're lucky, it's the size of my fist. They take that and they do the spiral cut thing, and then they take the potato and put it on a stick, and then that gets fried for a moment. And basically it becomes a freshly made, very long potato chip.
It's one big crisp.
Yeah, and then they sprinkle spices over there. And what did we see last time?
$4.50.
No, way more. $8, I want to say.
No, it wasn't $8. I think it was like $4 or $5.50. Which
In
is
the
already
Netherlands,
ridiculous
maybe.
for
Over
one
here,
potato.
Over here in Germany, last time I saw one at like an Easter market or something, it was $8.
What I did see last time at the
potato.
Easter market, now that I see these red things on the stick, like a candied apple. Just an apple dipped in sugar, which I never understood.
It's not sugar, it's caramel. But yes.
Doesn't look like caramel, but whatever. It was like $5.50, $6.
Yeah.
It's like for an apple.
With melted sugar and food coloring.
Regardless, I do love walking over these things. Jack doesn't, so it's like... can get a jump on it.
Bro, what the fuck? Yes, exactly. Like, I understand that these people have to pay for the stall, they have to pay the setting up the stall, the removing the stall, the transporting the stall, plus all of the work that goes into making the products and or buying, shipping them and stuff. But goddamn, like, the moment I physically flinch when I see the prices, I would just rather buy the ingredients and make it myself at home.
With most things, it has to be something really special where I think I really want to eat this.
Yeah.
To buy it.
Yeah, like it
only
tastes good if I eat it here right now, or I don't know how to make this, or I can't make it myself is nice.
It's like, is this $8 worth of something I want to eat, or would I rather spend this $8 on a burrito?
Which will fill me up for half a day. Yeah. Candy apples are made with sugar icing. Caramel apples are just coated with caramel and nuts.
It's definitely the sugar icing. It's not caramel on those things.
Okay. I didn't know those were two different things.
Because it's like a red layer. Yeah. I keep telling you this, but you never listen.
Candy apples, when I don't think I've ever seen a caramel apple. But who has the time and money to make a funnel cake and hope it comes out nice?
With that, I can fully get it. But then it's also like, I'm not a huge fan of it. Like, I think we even had it once somewhere, I don't recall. And that one was like, mwah. And so also wasn't really worth it. The best thing is if you just go on a vacation somewhere and it's in a different currency and you're
then you don't realize how much you're paying, and even if you realize that it's expensive, you go, oh well, how often do I come here?
Yeah, that works a little bit better for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, I'm cheap. I do love this. Jack doesn't. I have to like drag him along or threaten him that I'll go with someone else, and then he's like, "No, I'll go with you." And then
Yeah, jealousy kicks in.
And then we still go.
I'm a very jealous person. Clingy as fuck and jealous. It was way more lively at the Furude shrine than the last time I came, far exceeding my expectations. Throngs of people were crammed between rows of market stalls lined with colorful paper lanterns. Despite that, it was actually quite enjoyable. There's sure lots of people here. I can't believe they all live in Hinamizawa.
That's also kind of another thing. Usually those festivals start in the morning and end in the evening.
I always thought it's like a noon to evening thing.
I don't know these, by the way, but like in general here.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say they start at like 11. In the evening they are much nicer because you have a much nicer atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
But I do prefer to go like when they just open, even though it's a little bit more, I want to say shittier because it feels less nice, but then it's also not as busy.
Yeah. Well, potato.
Everybody attends the Watanagashi. I think about half the village is here. Where's the other half?
At home sleeping.
It's not just that.
Municipal.
What's municipal for a word? Which 15-year-old knows the word municipal? I'm 32. And I had to think about that for a second. I'm 32 and I don't even know the word municipal.
Municipal.
Municipal, there you have it.
Mion, duh.
Yeah, apparently.
I mean, just because she plays these high-intensity games and stuff doesn't mean she doesn't pay attention in school. She seems like happy-go-lucky and carefree, but...
What's the meaning of municipal?
Relating to a city or town governing body.
So why can't you just say... Actually, never mind.
Yeah, it's not just that. Town or city governing bodies and youth city councils, that just rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah, I feel like there's a better way of saying this.
You know, there's also the word municipality.
That's for Scrabble. You know the funny thing between us? Like, obviously, he knows all the big words and the fancy words and all of that. But I don't think you have ever won a round of Scrabble against me.
That is true. Because for me to win Scrabble, I don't just need to know the words, I need to get the stones.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I think I'm starting to realize this now, that you always lose at Scrabble.
Also, I can say municipal and municipality, but spelling them is harder from the top of my head.
So,
just saying.
Municipal and youth councils from neighboring towns and villages advertise this event as well.
Basically, it's not just Hinamizawa, it's the area.
Why can't you just say, everyone in the area?
People from the other villages came over here too.
The other villages also advertise this event. There you have it.
You wanna do like a mod for Higurashi where they use easier language?
Yeah, where they
like
speak
us?
like 15-year-olds.
I've spoken like that when I was 15, trying to sound really smart and being edgy. So, yeah, I get it. That's right. There aren't that many students at our school. But there's a lot of kids here today.
At this age, I think after every word I put a Z. And every like second letter has to be capitalized so that you get super annoying to read.
You're one
lines.
of those 15-year-olds, huh?
Yeah. That's how you used to do it.
Welcome to XXX underscore Tifa underscore XXX. Something like that?
And yes, indeed, I do not know what it's like being a teenager in 1983.
Wow. Tifa drifting. Tifa drifting to the chaotic evil alignment. At least always been on the chaotic axis. Sometimes good, sometimes neutral, sometimes evil, but always chaotic. Can tell you that much.
No, I can be calm itself.
D&D alignments, it's lawful, towards chaotic?
I'm lawful.
I'm lawful.
Yeah, you are.
I'm lawful neutral. Tifa is chaotic good generally. And then she gets really mad when I do the lawful part. It's like, no Tifa, we cannot do wisping on stream. It's technically illegal. But everybody does it.
Yeah, because you are like so over the top. It's too much. It's too much.
There's
Like
nothing wrong.
It is too much.
There's nothing wrong with observing rules and laws. That way I never have to deal with the repercussions of not doing it.
I kid you not. If we like visit London and I get a fish in a newspaper, Jack would avoid Buckingham Palace at all cost, because there's a law that is like 100 years old that says you're not allowed to walk past the castle guards with a fish in a newspaper. You would know about that, and then you'd go like, "Oh no, I'm not allowed to walk past here, even though."
No, Tifa, I wouldn't know these things, but your genius ideas that nobody ever thought of. For example, when we started streaming back then, was like, why don't we just put on normal music? I'm like, because the DMCA exists, and then at best we get muted. At worst, we can't actually stream and put stuff on YouTube.
I agree.
But everybody. I don't give a fuck if
I agreed with that though, but there's also things.
Eventually she did.
Yeah, I mean, that's
we
something
still
I can
argue. Sorry, I still need to argue with you about this every now and then because you forget that I will not budge on this.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Jack has never offered we do anything illegal or strange. Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Strange,
not just answering.
yes. Illegal, no.
I once was like, if I accidentally murder someone, would you be my partner in crime and hide the body with me? He's like, no. Just dragging your ass to the police. That's serious.
Yeah. Yeah, for your own good. Puts away my fish.
I mean, murder is the wrong example here.
Oh, man.
You know where we're going.
Sorry, Psycho. Need to put that fish away. Tifa is chaotic lawful. She follows a very specific set of guidelines. It's just that no one but her has any fucking clue what those guidelines are. Yes, she has a creed. Most people just don't understand the creed. Even I, after 13 years with her, can only approximate the creed. Sometimes.
That's true. If there's one thing I've learned, that if there's something I did that I know you would consider unlawful, to just not tell you. I wait a couple of years.
I'm so happy, Tifa, you said this while there's a camera pointed at you and we're recording. And that's why she's chaotic.
They've been nothing bad. I mean, I even confessed a couple.
The less you say at this point, the better for everybody involved.
Nothing bad, by the way, but I'm not gonna mention it on stream.
The Creed considers cannibalism to be the most honorable act. Thankfully, no. Thankfully, well, I mean, yes, but not really.
Cannibalism I would do in a lawful way. What?
Tifa Mion is trying really hard to say something.
Fine. It just doesn't feel like a festival unless there are kids running around after all.
Wagyu kids. Get her a lawyer. I'm one step ahead of you. That's true. I agree.
Ah, hello and good evening.
These two knew everybody we came across. Of course I greeted them as well, but I still wasn't familiar with everybody yet. Oh, Reina-chan. Thanks for the food you brought me a while back. My son loved it. He said it was delicious.
Ah, so I brought you food and you gave it to someone else, huh?
I shared it with people I love. What greater honor is there?
It was nothing at all. I'm glad he liked it. Say hello to
Kazumasa-kun.
Yeah, I was getting there. For me, please.
And then she just continues as if she said it.
Yeah. Hey. If it isn't Sonazaki Oju-san, Oji-chan.
Tifa, it's okay if you read the line first, then prepare the line and then say it.
No, it's not an option. I'm in charge of a stand again this year, so make sure you come visit. Pops, have you gotten fatter? You'll end up having a heart attack with a gut like that. Oh, this kid here is new. Are you one of her underclassmen? He's one of my members. Oh, I forgot we're standing next to this.
Yes. You can tell by them standing literally next to the stalls. Ojo-san implies she's a lady. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, but this is kinda like... Isn't she talking to like her...
I think so.
Family? Oh. He's one of my members. An upcoming hopeful. If you cross him, he could crush your stand in one night. Don't think I got that one, but sure. You've got little Missy seal of approval, I see. Hope you take it easy on me.
Basically, she says we're strong. As you could imagine, Mion was chatting away with the old guys running the stalls.
Mi-chan is really energetic after all. She's really popular with the older men.
I think Reina is pretty popular too.
I want to say that's not necessarily a bad thing, by the way.
It depends on how exactly that plays out, yes.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying not necessarily. Like, it could just be that she just talks to everyone, is like outgoing.
Charismatic.
Exactly. Has like the little grandkid appeal.
Being cute and all. That was, of course, so long as her little condition didn't flare up. But as long as she's blushing quietly, she's pretty cute. Let's go with held in high esteem. Yes, I like the much purer implications of that.
I want to go with that. I'm popular with some people? Really? Really?
With some people. I evaded giving her a straight answer by roughly tousling her hair.
You know my hair is already having a hard time with the heat today.
It looks good.
I'll take it. The stall keepers came all the way from town. It's not really a festival without them after all.
So we're going to mess with them now? I don't care what kind of match it is, I'm going to win it.
Yeah, what stall are we even at? Oh yes, I'll try too.
I guess they go to the ones with games and then try to hustle them?
I guess. Hey, you're all very late.
I have to laugh because this is peak Tifa, especially with that voice.
What? I'm never late.
Excuse you?
What?
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Tifa,
When am I late?
I am peak German. 15 minutes early is late for me.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. That is an acceptable answer. I was gonna say, I can't even remember the last time I was late somewhere.
Yesterday, because you worked longer.
Yeah, but can you really be
Yes.
late if... okay. It's unacceptable to keep a lady waiting, Keiichi-san.
Oh, my bad. So, where's this lady I've kept waiting?
What did you just say?
Alright, Satoko was in top form as well. Seems she was all excited about being able to get everybody in the club together for the first time in a while.
How much time passed?
A week, 2.
Wow, Rika-chan, cute!
Reina let out an elated sigh. It seemed that the real lady had made her appearance.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening to Keiichi as well.
So he's not part of everyone?
This is like the hi from Jack.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of hurtful if you want to look at it that way. She does look cute in the outfit.
She does look cute. Woo! Looking good. You're looking sharp again this year.
She's giving me massive Inuyasha vibes.
Cute.
I want to read Inuyasha again.
Good. I'm gonna take you home.
Rika-chan was wearing a shrine maiden outfit. Yep. Reina's little outburst was completely understandable. Rika-chan's clothes sure look like the real deal. Is that a real shrine maiden outfit?
My grandmother made them by hand.
Impressive.
They're quite authentic. Rika-chan has an important role to play at the end of the festival, so she's wearing this.
No.
She's gonna dance.
Are we gonna sacrifice her? Is that what kind of festival this is?
I don't know.
Do I want to continue playing this game?
I'm sure she's just gonna have like this finishing dance sort of thing.
Is this the virgin sacrifice to keep the river flowing and the Higurashi crying? Sacrifice Rika, you guys are Listen, this is your fault,
Why
Evie.
is that in plural?
This is your fault and yours alone, Evie. You've been going like, the game is gonna make you cry. The one thing that I can think of right now between all the slice of life stuff that would make me have a reaction is if they sacrifice Rika, because she's awesome and she's cute and she's done nothing wrong so far.
My mom said I'm in the ritual sacrifice fight. Not sure what that means, but it sounds fun. I'm gonna win
I'll
it.
give it my all.
They're letting cotton float. Oh yeah, that was also a thing.
Yeah,
But
maybe her outfit is made from cotton. I don't know.
one way to find out.
I don't want to press A anymore. I see. Rika-chan was one of the executive committee. I see. Rika-chan was on the executive committee because she performed all the shrine maiden rituals for the festival. Okay, fair enough.
My work is only during the finale of the festival, so I can still play for a while. Play while you can, Rika. So we cannot afford to waste any time. Let us begin!
Alright! Never heard somebody say it like that. It felt good to wander around the festival with just the 5 of us. Mion called everyone over to a stand that caught her attention and proposed a rather odd competition.
Takoyaki eating race. Everyone has to buy their own. Ready? Go!
That's how you're gonna end up with a stomachache. A standard in vendor stores, the takoyaki stand. What was especially standard for these kinds of events was the fact that they were simply balls of dough. What was especially standard for these kinds of events was the fact that they were simply balls of dough, takoyaki in name only. What? No octopus in it.
I would love that. Like, I really want to eat it, but I don't want the octopus in it.
We once went to a Japanese restaurant and we sat next to the kitchen. It was one of those open thingies. And they made fresh takoyaki the entire time we were sitting there. And it smelled good. And even you said that it smelled good, but you didn't have the nerve to order one. Because octopus balls. I mean, pieces of octopus in a ball of dough fried. It sounds good. I mean, not for me anymore, but...
If I order it, the only thing I want is the dough ball with nothing in it and nothing on top, because I'm not a fan of what they sometimes put on? Kewpie?
Yeah, the mayonnaise.
The mayonnaise.
And
sometimes like these flakes.
I want to say bonito, the
Are those
fish
bonito
flakes.
Yeah, like that's absolutely horrible. I had that once. It was like much regret. Much regret.
Well, not gonna order octopus balls. It's like calamari, like the rings, but pieces. It's... Yeah, I wouldn't want the balls.
Like I want it because it looks so pretty, but I know I hate everything about it, and still I want it.
You might actually like it.
I doubt it.
But I get it. Like, you can't eat it because your mind is in the way. Fair. It burns!
Are you okay, Keiichi-kun? Have some water. My. Eating those scalding takoyaki whole is suicide.
Imagine getting like this super hot, slightly greasy, maybe still slightly sticky dough ball on your tongue.
Oh, it's like with pizza when the cheese sticks to you.
That's like napalm in your mouth. Ah, God.
And sticks to your mouth roof.
Roof mouth.
Roof mouth.
Roof mouth.
Roof mouth. I guess the trick is to buy the ready-made ones that have been left there for a while. They really don't taste good. So you can pick between fresh and the pre-made ones?
I guess it's more like a matter of you get the ones that they give you. Why is he not speaking now like he just burned his mouth badly? The stall next to it was a shaved ice stand.
Because he's thinking here.
It was... okay. Good? Yeah. Next. It was still a bit too early in the season for that, but right then it didn't matter. Let's do shaved ice this time. It's a shaved ice eating race. Ready, go!
Shaved ice eating race? I can't.
Oh god, the brain freeze.
As long as you can melt it a bit with your body heat, then... It's so cold! Not smart. This old man ordered it with plenty of syrup.
Fair enough, that would make it warmer.
It will melt quickly when it's mixed up.
Those stooges were too late. The moment they chose to tackle it head on was their downfall. Whew. I thought it said finililililicht.
Yes, that's exactly what it says.
No, it doesn't. Finished!
Finilililicht.
Yeah, in Hinamizawa.
Keiichi is done. That was too fast. It couldn't be. Keiichi-kun, you didn't add water from the goldfish tank behind you, did you? That can't taste very good.
That's disgusting. First of all...
Wait, why was there no confirmation whether he did yes or no?
First of all, fishes pee and poop in that water. Second of all, if you take the water out of like a little aquarium kind of thing, you're technically stealing the fish's home. Like it's living in that water.
Oh, that's so
I would be probably throwing up by now. Next to that was another old favorite. A cotton candy stand.
Why don't we do this one next? I haven't had cotton candy in years.
Same.
Of course, it's a speed eating contest. Hey, how do you eat cotton candy quickly?
Water.
You wash it first. How?
On Satoko's mark, Mion, Satoko, and I all compressed the cotton candy with our bare hands. The time it took to stick the whole thing in our mouths, 3 seconds.
I expected Satoko to figure it out, but I didn't think Keiichi would too.
It's literally 99% air. True, which is what gives it the whole texture. That's gonna make your hand really sticky though. I can't have you treating me like I'm a newbie forever, can I?
I can't think of cotton candy without thinking of this raccoon. There's like this video where a raccoon...
This meme video, yeah.
Yeah, where a raccoon got cotton candy. And raccoons are known for like washing their food before they eat it. So he like takes it to this puddle, washes it. So of course it melts and he's like, where did it go?
The raccoon...
Like the saddest thing ever.
The raccoon is adorable. And like the person like feeding it gives it like this little chunk of like cotton candy, and like the raccoon is like lighting up. It's like it looks super happy, and then he waddles over to like this little like body of water, and as raccoons do, goes like and like tries to lift it out again, and then realizes it's just water, like sugar water dripping down its hands, and like.
That raccoon
it tries to scoop up the water again, but...
Searching for that piece of cotton candy is like the saddest thing ever. I cannot think of cotton candy without seeing the raccoon like...
Giving a raccoon PTSD. Yeah, I don't know why you would do that. I hope that after the video
Also, it doesn't
cuts,
show that someone gave it to him. He probably found it somewhere.
I hope that after the video cuts, the raccoon got all the cotton candy it wanted without having to wash it first.
Well, I hope it
Deserved.
found a better snack than cotton candy, but
Yeah,
still.
plus that.
It won't taste very good.
Rika-chan had also crushed it in between her hands and stuck it into her mouth.
This is probably the only place in Japan where people eat cotton candy like this.
I think only Reina's cotton candy was happy with how it was eaten. But it felt like we'd end up doing stuff like eat noodles through the nose contest or human water pump at the goldfish scoop at the rate things were going. Human water pump? Do I want to know?
This old man will probably still win too. Isn't that when you sit in like this big basin of water above the water where people can throw balls at this aiming thing, and if they hit it, you fall in the water?
That's not a water pump.
No?
I don't
Fair
think
enough. That's the only thing that comes to mind at a festival. I am simply no match for Mian-san when it comes to eating repulsive things.
so. Takoyaki, which doesn't have actual octopus in it, shaved ice with syrup, and cotton candy. Are those considered repulsive? I wouldn't say so.
I want to say that's a tasting.
Yeah, seriously.
And what's up with you guys? Are you telling me you don't want to have a blue Hawaii topped yakuza yaki soba eating contest? That's what they were talking about. What's a blue Hawaii?
I think it's a version of blue waffle but with pineapple.
What's blue waffle?
Every time. Every time.
Okay, so it's not an actual. Okay, never mind.
Jesus fucking Christ, Jack. I couldn't not do it. I cannot not say these things in these situations. I'm sorry.
I never thought you were serious.
No. Stop. Get help.
That's actually not a bad idea because I do need a short break.
Alright, let's take a short one before we shake.
I'll find some help and then we'll BRB.
I'll explain blue waffle again to her.
I could not find help, but we're back regardless.
I'm right here.
It was help for you.
Oh, a blue Hawaii is blue curacao, rum, vodka, and pineapple.
I have heard of a cocktail like that before, but...
So my line didn't even make sense because I said anyway.
Okay.
Imagine listening to the game you're playing. Shake. Both Satoko and I took our...
Took our heads.
Blah. Shake. Both Satoko and I shook our heads in unison. I want to play Mischief Makers.
Can we have a game that doesn't involve food this time? Can we?
Rena's proposal was a godsend. It was about time we played a different kind of game. It also seemed like neither Reina nor Rika-chan were good at speed eating or gorging themselves.
Okay, Reina, I'll let you pick out the next game. Anything is fine. Well then, I'm going to be the judge. Find cute things on the festival grounds. You have 1 minute. Just grab this random kid. What?
No.
She likes kids.
I would need 1 second because I would give her Tifa.
Aw, how cute.
Yeah, the cutest of them all.
I basically said the same thing.
Occasionally.
Just with a baby or something.
Why would you steal a baby?
I didn't say steal.
But you were implying it.
I was totally not implying it. Fine by me.
Her face said something different.
I know exactly what Reina likes. 1 minute though. 1 minute is nothing. You can just look around in 1 minute.
I think I can win with that. Oh, I think I can win with that.
Ready? Go! Oh? Why aren't Keiichi-kun and Rika-chan starting? Why not?
Mion and Satoko dashed off madly, but Rika-chan and I calmly stayed right where we were.
Is this like a double plan where he just presents Rika?
He's gonna tell her it's you. He's gonna show her a mirror or something.
That would also be cute.
Tifa is super high school level felony committer. Yeah, I mean, you gotta earn the chaotic alignment somehow, you know?
I feel like I'm more on a junior level.
No. You are ultimate.
Could it be? You've already found it? The cute thing? We've already found it. Keiichi too?
Yeah.
What is it? What is it? I can't wait.
Both Rika-chan and I stood motionless for those few moments before Mion and Satoko returned. This is probably the first time we've gone head to head like this.
It will be the first.
Rika-chan, you expect to win with that, huh?
All she needs to do is give her like puppy dog eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I am a member of this club as well. Win by any means is our society's third rule.
Rika-chan sneered to the best of her ability. You're on! Both Mion and Satoko came back, each with their own plan of attack stuffed in their arms.
Okay then, let's go in order. Let's start with the club president, Mi-chan. Too bad, you guys, I'm ending this now. This old man brought this!
Where did she get those? They were old diamond-shaped tin signs.
Pleb curry, snake coil incense, nostalgic tin signs from the old days. How about this? Tin sign.
What?
Diamond tin signs.
What? I guess I'm too millennial to understand. That's very understated.
I think you're maybe too not Japanese to understand.
A little too understated, Mion. I used to see those stuck up on barbed wire fences.
Okay, so they are actual signs, like warning signs.
They were more nostalgic than cute. Can you explain what part of that is cute? But there were puffs of smoke noisily shooting out of Reina's ears and nose, almost like a steam train. I didn't get it. Okay.
I shall be up next. I have no clue. It is this.
It was a hand-drawn poster from the Ladies' Society's roasted corn stall. It was a really bad sketch done by a housewife.
Did you steal it from the stall?
An I hate that word. An anthropomorphic roasted corn drawn without any sort of real plan. Its very existence invited a sense of sorrow to the viewer.
I kind of want to draw that now.
Why do we not get to see this?
We should draw our own. In the next break, I'm gonna draw one.
Weep. That was the son of blood jetting out of Reina's nose. It seemed to have been rated higher than Mion's. I really didn't get it. It feels like your artistic sense is a little avant-garde by about 5 eons.
Oh, those were nothing but mass-produced signs after all. They had no chance against something hand-drawn.
I couldn't even begin to follow the way these guys were thinking.
I mean, obviously successful. Then I will be next. Next is Rika-chan, is it? What can you even do without anything?
Did you and Satoko both forget? If Rika-chan felt like it, she could simply...
Waddle!
After moving back about 10 yards, she began waddling up to Reina. Seeing that, both Mion and Satoko gasped.
That is really smart. Oh, no!
Too late! Rika-chan tripped over nothing and lay motionless after falling down. Reina hurried over to her.
Rika-chan, are you alright? Alright?
Rika-chan had a lump on her forehead and tears welled up in her eyes. Only her fingers peeked out from her sleeves. This was the vital part. The palms of her hands were covered by her sleeves. She made just a single sound.
Me. We already know now that the P is silent.
Try to explain to a non-weeb what's going on here. It's called moe. It's a thing. Get with a program, people.
Oh, cute. Cute. Going to take you home. I'd completely forgotten that. The play that I personally had to use.
Reina's face went completely red, her head bobbing back and forth with excitement. She embraced Rika-chan and began rubbing her cheek against her.
Okay, that seems to be a winner so far.
I'd expect no less from her. Not a single element was overlooked. She's tiny, shrine maiden, brink of crying. Me. It was perfect.
Sublime.
A simple trip transcended into pure moe. Now this is what you call art.
But how are you gonna beat it? Kei-chan has a pretty weird definition of art.
I'll just pretend the shop sting of those words cutting through me like a razor was a figment of my imagination. Rika-chan turned her gaze to me with a daunting smile as she was caressed by Reina, who was in full cute mode.
Now, Keiichi, can you beat me?
I swear he's just gonna point at Reina and go like, you're the cutest person, thing, whatever around here.
That would have been my strategy. But now that she already did this, you can't just beat that by presenting her.
I think you can. You can try. That cold smile is frightening, Rika-chan. It must just be my imagination, but I see a demon inside her sometimes.
Kei-chan seems to have his own plan of attack. I wonder what he's going to show her. I also wish to observe the play Keiichi-san will make. Could it be? Is Keiichi also going to give a performance?
I basked in their pointed stares. I pulled Reina, who gave no sign of cancelling out of cute mode, away from Rika-chan.
Cuting, cuting. Keiichi-kun, let's go.
Let go.
Oh, let go.
I'll show you something even cuter, so just hold on for now.
Huh? Oh, is it something even cuter?
But it's a bit too crowded here.
That doesn't count.
Let's go back there.
They had 1 minute.
Reina looked very surprised as I pulled her behind the shrine.
Cannot fathom what Keiichi cannot fathom what Keiichi-san could possibly be planning.
Phantom?
Yeah. Phantom.
Fathom.
Fathom.
There's no phantom in the... Also...
Hey, no!
Another teabag tag. I just the other day threw away the entire pile I had stacked here. It was getting a lot.
Kei-chan wouldn't stoop to... No, would he?
So you gonna give her a kiss?
Keep on fighting. Yeah.
Gambate!
Yeah, but would that fall on the cute?
After a bit, I returned. And a bit after that, so did Reina, dragging her feet.
There's no way that scoundrel Kei-chan did something to innocent little Reina.
Miyano and Satoko passed by me, heading straight to Reina.
What exactly did he do to you?
I mean, even the music cut out, so... For a moment, Reina was too dazed to realize someone was talking to her.
Oh, it's me-chan? What? Reina, are you alright? Did Kei-chan do anything to you? No, he didn't do anything strange to me. This is quite severe. Exactly what did Keiichi-san show you? Oh, it was so cute. A cat? A cat with a hat? Cute? What did he show you, Reina?
Reina let out a real long "Aww." Her eyes sparkled as she spoke.
You skipped the line?
No, I didn't.
Oh. Cute, so cute. It was Keiichi-kun's furry little seal.
Furry!
Furry.
What?
I'm thinking about what this could imply.
What?
A furry little seal. I'm guessing we got punched here by Mion, which would make absolutely sense.
What is a furry? Wham! Whoop! In the blink of an eye, Mion and Satoko's elbows smashed
the elbow.
into my face.
Huh? What? Showing Reina something so dirty? You sick pervert. I shall have you beaten into oblivion.
Wait, you've got it all wrong.
Oh, the elbow.
A dark, billowing aura flowed from Mion and Satoko. It was no good. They're gonna kill me.
Michu? I'm not sure what's going on, but you've got it all wrong. You see, Keiichi-kun had... It's a fur seal keychain. Why did he have to go to show it to her? Or why did he have to go away to do that? And why is it cuter than Rika?
Because seals are adorable, fur seals are super cute, and it's a keychain, so it's small.
So?
I'm looking up there because... One second.
Don't think I need to get this one.
Let me try to move. A colleague of mine went to Florida a couple years ago, and she knows I love manatees. I love manatees, so she got me a little souvenir.
I mean, that is cute, yeah.
It's a manatee holding something, sitting on a bench, and it's super cute. Oh, exactly.
Florida, mistake.
I said the same thing to her, but there you can go swimming with manatees, and like, I guess there's some nice spots in Florida. So I get it. This is
what is it holding?
I don't know, something green.
A fish? No.
Water
hard to
salad?
say.
I don't know, but it's adorable. So tiny little water creatures, adorable. I would say.
I mean, fair, I guess.
Rika-chan stuck her hand into my pocket and pulled out my keychain.
He said he made it long ago for one of his summer school assignments. He said he doesn't show it other often because it's embarrassing.
You're an otter.
Yeah, so small and cute. He tried his best to make it. It's so wonderful. Probably doesn't even look like a seal. Oh. This old man thought you meant it was Keiichi's. With furry little seal, that's not the first thing I would think of, but... Especially since they walked away, I guess.
Furry little seal also sounds like a horrible euphemism.
I guess, yeah. I'd expect no less from Mion-san. You misconstrued things in the wildest ways. Oh, we didn't?
They slung insults at each other and looked like they were ready to tear into each other at any second. I beg of you. If I meant it clear, would you mind getting off of me? We were interrupted by the flash of a camera.
I was wondering when you would show up.
Tomitake shows up to take pictures of my little furry seal. That guy is still kind of weird and you can't tell me otherwise.
Festival highlight.
Hey guys. You all seem energetic as usual. It was Tomitake-san. Jack, my brain cell. No, it's mine. I still need it. You can have it back in like an hour to two. We will see. As I lay crumpled on the ground, Mion and Satoko continued to bicker above me. Rika-chan was patting me on the head and Reina was still in cute mode. It was probably quite a lively scene.
And in the meantime, we're blocking the way for all of the festival goers trying to get to the next stall.
Starting the prejudice that all the youngsters are annoying and stuff.
It's a fine evening indeed, although it's a rather poor etiquette to photograph a lady without her permission.
Yeah, not just a lady, anybody.
A minor.
Plus that, yeah. That's right. At least you don't really need Satoko's permission. Deserved. Satoko dug her heel into me.
But if you now would ask permission, the moment is gone.
Yeah. But it's easier to ask forgiveness than to ask permission.
Well, you can always delete the picture. Good evening. Ah, you're heading back tomorrow, aren't you? Were you able to take lots of good photos?
Yes, thanks for asking. I got plenty of good shots.
It's a nice last we can see old Tomitake-sama, isn't it? It's such a shame. Hurry up and have your major breakout soon.
Just as rude as ever, aren't you? I really am sad I won't be able to hear that voice of yours for almost half a year. The fact that I'm doing his lines in like this sexy-ish voice kind of mode is really adding a layer that I did not anticipate, that I do not like. But I gotta stick to it.
Be sure to have as much fun as you can tonight. You'll be back in Tokyo tomorrow after all, huh?
And everybody knows you can't have fun in Tokyo.
Exactly.
And that's true. It will be another 6 months. And then I can enjoy another night where I can see the stars. Can you not see the stars in Tokyo? I mean, a huge city, lots of light pollution.
In a big city, you can barely see stars.
Yeah, fair enough.
We barely see stars.
Fair enough. Yeah. Tomitake-san looked up at the night sky cheerfully. At that moment, even though he was smiling, I sensed a bit of sadness. Why don't you move here, Tomitake-san? In Hinamizawa. Tomitake-san was speechless. It's not very convenient here. No shops or recreational spots. There might not be anything really here, but you know. Everyone knew what I was trying to say. Tomitake-san was also well aware. So Reina, Mion, Satoko and Rika-chan, none of them butted in. I've only been here for less than a month, so I don't really know everything about it. Normally I'm a really talkative guy, but in situations like this I'm at a loss for words. Even though all of this was happening in such a boisterous setting, it felt like all the background noise was fading into the distance. This place is probably... Tomitake-san rested his hand on me gently, silencing me. Thank you. Keiichi-kun. Mion-chan and Reina-chan, Satoko-chan and Rika-chan. Tomitake-san's smile was so slight it looked as if it was going to crumble at any minute, but it was warm. I also think it would be great if I could live here. Those might have been cruel words coming from a kid who didn't need to worry about working to feed himself. A hand touched my back. It was Reina.
Keiichi-kun, you shouldn't pick on adults, it's not nice.
I'm confused about the emotions this was supposed to give. So, Keiichi was basically going, well, to somebody like me, this place doesn't seem like the most exciting thing ever, but at the same time, it's still nice. Like,
I have no clue.
right? Like, and then Tomitake said, thank you.
I have no answer.
Those might have been cruel words coming from a kid who didn't need to worry about working. Let's continue. The background clamor of a festival returned.
Were they gone?
We won't be seeing him for a while after all. We need to make sure Tomitake-san also enjoys tonight.
He didn't want to insult the village. Okay, yeah, fair if you... Because it's in the outback, yeah.
Is that really an insult though?
It can be taken as such.
I mean, I would... Sometimes if I think about it, I would like to live in a village. It's nice, it's quiet, you do have like this sense of knowing everyone.
The strongest sense of community with your neighbors and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, which I think is really nice, but I also don't want to because, one, I would need a car to get everywhere. Do I need to travel a lot to get everywhere? Like I have a friend who lives in a village that doesn't even have a supermarket in it, and then it's like, you need to drive half an hour to go to a supermarket. It's like, there is nothing.
Yeah.
That's kind of... I feel like there's a very fair argument.
It's a valid reason, but I wouldn't tell them into a villager's face. Yeah, you never know who's all around you, and some people like might get offended by saying it like this. You know, putting...
Doesn't it affect that there's nothing to do?
Yeah, but some people are weird, like to me, weirdly proud or patriotic about where they live. They get like they feel personally attacked if you point out things that might be to you negatives about the place.
I feel like that isn't necessarily a, hey, I hate this place, it sucks. It's more like a, it's not for me because there's nothing I want in this place, which I think is fair.
Yeah, but do you expect this much insight from a 15-year-old surrounded by these other little kids?
I mean, obviously they have lots of insights in other things, like dictionaries, which I didn't have back then.
Oh, well.
Rix.
Hello, Rix. Happy Tuesday. Congratulations on breaking 100,000 channel points.
Cheers.
How are you doing?
How are you doing, Rix? So I guess, but yeah,
Yeah, you don't want to have a whole argument about the pros and cons of living in a city versus out in the boonies in front of everybody when all the villagers from the surrounding areas have just come together to celebrate.
I'm just gonna accept that every conversation they have with Tomitake is gonna be a bit weird.
Which also makes sense because, reminder, these are still children. How old is Tomitake-san? I'm guessing like mid-20s? I don't know, it's hard to judge with his art style for me.
Mid-early 20s seems about right.
So, you know.
I want to say sooner towards 20 than towards 25 though.
I can tell you when I was 15 I was awkward as fuck. To anybody.
I've always been awkward as fuck, but that's a different matter.
Yeah, same, but I've gotten better at communicating it better. If that makes sense. Alright, waiting on my new sim racing parts to arrive. Ooh, treating yourself.
That sounds like fun. We're doing alright.
Dealing
Time for
with
vacation soon.
Me dealing with an onslaught of nice weather and therefore allergies, but holding up so far.
It's getting really warm.
Yeah. When Reina smiled, her mood instantly got brighter.
Ding!
That's true. I think I'll do just that.
Why do I have in mind that he just walked off?
Because he vanished, but now he's back.
Oh, okay.
I think it was more about the moment being gone.
Oh, fair enough. I thought he left.
No.
Ah! Hey, Michan, how about it? Can we let Tomitake-san in on our club activities?
That's a great idea. Or so I thought, but Mion had a snobbish look on her face.
Show me your snobbish look. I have a hard time.
It's basically my resting face, but my...
Sorry, I knew you were gonna make
We both had the same idea,
I
just
knew you were gonna make...
very different executions.
I knew you were gonna make that joke though.
I don't know if I should feel offended or flattered. Little bit of both.
I don't even know what a snobbish expression would be.
I have resting bitch face. I'm sorry about that. I've been trying to work on that. That is not bad at all.
No. But I prefer your normal resting face. One of the requirements of membership is residence in Hinamizawa, you see?
Come on, Michan, just for today. Don't be mean.
Well, he does come around often every year. I'll make him an honorary citizen.
Wow, yay!
Does he even want to?
Now then.
I don't think he gets asked.
I wonder if this aged fellow well past his prime will be a match for me. Let's have him show us the wisdom of a mature adult.
Can you keep up with us youngins?
This poor guy.
Got to go into a meeting, but enjoy a festival. Hope I don't miss anything important. Mortenard.
Cheers, Mortenard.
Tell everybody A, they should have watched the eclipse with you. And B, to go to Hinamizawa with you.
Kick butts at your meeting, and don't worry, in case you do, I will have a great recap ready on Friday.
Wednesday. Tomorrow. See ya, Mortenard.
Is today not? Oh, today's not even
Tuesday.
Wednesday.
No.
Oh my god, it's only Tuesday.
Yeah, the week's only started.
Wow,
Weird.
that's
Ageism.
slight shocker.
By today's standards, some people would argue that. But if you ask me, I forgot how old Satoko and Rika are supposed to be. I'm guessing like 12-ish?
Nah, that's younger than 12.
11, 10,
These
something.
two were like 9 and 10, I want to say.
There is an age gap. Tomitake-san stepped back slightly at our audacious grins.
Yes, down is indeed a direction.
Indeed.
Oh.
As she just confirmed.
I, Mian Sonozaki, club president, do hereby authorize honorary citizen Tomitake's entry into our club.
Her words were quickly drowned out by our cheers.
Woo!
Middle-aged. It's not even middle-aged. Oh, what do you mean by club?
Between aged men.
People who are twice our age, and it's only slightly weird that they hang out with us and out at night when no... Anyway.
Front aged man? He's not in the middle. Yeah, that was slightly bad. No? Okay.
What our club does, you see, in order to cope with our complicated society, we perform various activities with various rules. Sometimes they are in your favor, and sometimes they work against you.
I'm pretty weak, so I prefer you not single me out. Let's try to get along.
They all got their lines down pat.
If you wish to mock our childish games, then this will be the perfect opportunity.
We'll leave you with nothing. We won't even leave the hairs on your butt.
Are we gonna pluck
That's
them
a
out?
weird thing to say, isn't it?
Are we gonna pluck them one by one?
I've never heard that expression before.
Same.
Is that a thing people say regularly? Or is that a Japanese-ism?
Well, completely naked, I guess, is the...
So, it's a club where we play games together.
Of course, Rika-chan was the only one to give an answer that made sense. Alright, just what I wanted. I'll take you up on that challenge. Don't be too rough on me, my mentors. Tomitake-san got riled up and did a victory pose like he was 10 years younger. That's perfect! How do you do a young victory pose?
I have no clue.
Am I now so old that I don't remember? This game is making me feel old.
I do not know.
We continued walking through the festival with Mion in the front. Now we looked like a family of 6.
We get a discount for that.
It had some intensity to it.
Same rules as always. The loser will of course be subject to penalty.
What's the penalties been so far?
Having something drawn on your face. The
But
stuff
there hasn't been
Oh, you mean
any
today?
penalties
No.
here yet. You need spiky hair and a 6 feet long sock. That's just the Final Fantasy main character.
Have you ever seen an elderly person do a victory pose? We're counting 18 and up, right, as elderly.
Yatta! There you go. Do I count as elderly?
Yes, I think we do. We're like ancient.
Wait, if
in
we
young people standards.
I'm 35, you're 32. Together we are 67. If we do the yatta together, we make up effectively one elderly person. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yatta! There you go. Older than 10 is... I've been an elderly person for 25 years now. It's not much, but it's honest work. Tomitake-san was a bit surprised, but to us it was just the same as always. Regardless of how terrible a penalty it was.
What was it gonna be?
Just don't lose.
Reina was also brimming with determination. Undertale references in my Higurashi. She didn't have any intention of losing. That's true. I tousled Reina's hair to lighten the mood. She giggled to hide her embarrassment.
No.
Beautiful. Now you have an ahoge. Here.
That's my baby girl, I think.
No, it's an ahoge now. Wait, there. Beautiful.
My baby curl's actually gotten quite long.
Because both of our hairs have gotten quite long. It's just less visible with you because you have super curly hair. I see. And this is what it means to feel like a kid again.
But what's the penalty?
Tomitake-san whispered that to nobody in particular.
Also, he acts like he's not like 20.
Compared to a 10-year-old, you will be much older.
Yeah, I guess.
You're like, what, 2.5 times their age? At that moment, we heard an old man call out in a strong voice. Looking over, I realized it was the man Mion had greeted right before the festival.
Oh, we did say we would still do a
You're
round.
here! Little Miss Sonozaki, seems you brought quite the crowd.
Strong voice.
We came to
Eradicate.
That's what I was gonna say. We came to eradicate your entire stall.
The stall was a shooting gallery.
Oh.
It was the usual setup where you had to knock down the prize you wanted with a cork gun.
The frog back is kinda cute.
I'm so happy that I didn't accidentally say another word.
I like how there's a tank. You can you really see that on stream? In the top right corner.
Taife 2 free. There's also gun free at the bottom right.
And some cute things.
Yeah.
The rules are simple. 3 shots, the winner is whoever gets the biggest prize.
Everybody shouted their agreement. Okay, a winning move is going to be to shoot Tomitake. He is the biggest prize.
Not like Rika.
Yeah, he is physically the biggest person here.
Oh, like that.
That we
Yeah.
have seen, at least.
True.
There was no need to consider how to win since the condition for victory was simply size. This is the perfect moment for the X-Log emote. Pew 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 pew. Still happy I made that.
3 shots.
The biggest prize at the stall? It went without question. It was that one, wasn't it?
What a teddy bear, cute.
Well, it's not that. I want to say it's that red thing in the middle.
The Yaha?
I think that's supposed to be a racing car.
I mean, it says F1.
So I think racing car or the frog back on the left.
Reina was gazing longingly at a large stuffed animal. It was intentionally placed on an unsteady platform, so it was possible to get if you hit the right spot. It's magnificently set up to make someone think that.
Not bad, Keiichi-san. I figured you would see through the scam instantly.
The most logical course of action would be to aim for some candy or a doll.
What do you need to shoot though?
The intent analysis had already begun.
Maybe I'm missing it, but where's the target?
In this club, you'll get eaten alive if you don't come prepared. Everything hinges on what plan you can come up with. Everything hinges on what plan you can come up with before the main event. At some point, a large crowd had gathered around us, making a big fuss. There was this much of a following for our club's infamous event?
Knocking that bear down ensures a win.
The bear is tiny compared to the bag.
Yeah, but we're also not seeing targets, so I don't think this is it.
I'm guessing the idea is that you need to tip it over to fall down.
There's no falling behind it, though.
No, but forward, I guess. Well, if it falls, it falls.
I want to say no, because how are you gonna make a box tip forward?
By hitting it at the topmost part.
Nah.
Yes,
Don't forget
physics.
they even said under the bear there's a target, and if you hit it right, it falls. You're not seeing what you need to shoot.
Only 3 shots. To use them all just trying, that'd be rough. The backgrounds are not really canon.
Yeah, it's just a background.
Imagine it's there, Tifa.
Hey! I have other customers waiting, you know. Who's up first?
This is a
Wow,
remake
right.
background too. This is the art with recommended default settings for 07th mod.
We are 6 customers. Like, that's a lot of money. You happy?
Yeah. The first one has the advantage of being able to aim for the easier prizes, but it's dangerous to compete without knowing the gun's quirks. Tomitake-san's take on the situation was pretty good. I'll say it in red, the background is certainly not canon. You say it in
Say
red?
it in red.
I don't see any color. I'm confused. But
Probably missing
yes.
that.
Basically, just imagine it's there. If the text says it's there, it's there. He gets what our club is about.
Well then, to be fair, how about using rock, paper, scissors to decide? How about it?
That's really the only way. Rock, paper, scissors!
Or we could go alphabetically by name. Snip! After a couple of matches, it ended up with Mion being first. 30 minutes later.
I didn't want to end up first. Oh well. I'll just think of it as a handicap. Gramps, gun.
Here you go.
When the shooting range guy handed her a rifle, Mion looked over it intently.
I want to say going last has the biggest advantage. Because if you... Oh, fine, I'll sit like that. If you go last and the rest didn't hit anything, you can go for a small, easy target. Like, then you don't have to aim bigger.
Yeah, it's about the biggest prize.
Yeah, but if the rest all sucked and only got something small, you just need to go like 1 step bigger.
Oh, fair enough.
Now she needs to aim for as big as possible because she doesn't know what the rest will get.
Yeah. She didn't forget to check the cork bullet either.
Okay. This gun is brand new, isn't it? No faults, not bad.
Mion raised the gun in one swift motion. It was completely different from her careful inspection. She was shooting from the hip. Did she make sure to inspect... Oh wait, she hasn't shot anything yet, so she could not have checked the bullet markings. Did you know that bullet markings are like a fingerprint of a gun?
Wow.
Fire. Reload. Fire. Reload. Fire. Flop. Flop, flop. 3 candy boxes fell one after the other. A big haul.
A candy box. Are we talking like this small
Whatever you wanted to
10 grams kind of candy box? Or are we talking about like half a kilo sort of candy box?
I don't know. Probably a small one. Because, you know, little games. Hello,
Hey.
Orchid Fairy, welcome back.
How
Petition
you
for
been?
y'all to play Persona if you haven't already. We've heard that so many times over the years. Maybe at some point.
If anything, 4 or 5 are an option.
Yeah, or 6 by the time we will actually get around to doing one. If it's up.
That might be 7 at that point.
Nah, 5 was delayed for years. Ask again in 2025. We will see. Yeah.
How have you been?
The crowd paused in a moment of awe and then erupted in cheers. Whoa! Something like that. Awesome! We make perfect crowd noises.
That was quite good. No, but seriously, how big is the candy box? Like, I need to know what level we're currently.
Imagine roughly the size of a cigarette box. I would think.
So that's not really that great then, no?
Tifa, it's a shooting gallery game. You don't pay $50 to shoot 3 rounds, and when you get video games as a prize, it's 1983.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, but even then, isn't that the time, like beginning 90s, you could get like these giant tiger plushies?
1983, out in a village in Japan.
I guess. I don't know what was common for prices here, but even
And I
if you
keep
say
telling
candy
you, and
box,
you don't accept my answers.
Well, no, because you don't know how big the candy box is.
Then why do you ask me?
Because I'm just curious.
You get a copy of E.T. for the Atari. Oh god, yeah. You can probably still dig some out in that landfill in the US. Just watched my other half play Persona 5 Royal and it was so cool.
I have never
I got the
played
game.
any Persona game. But true, we did get them.
Yeah, maybe one day.
It's a long list that we have on the maybe one day.
Don't interfere with my visual novel stream. At some point it's not gonna be a visual novel, I'm just saying. Pay $50 to maybe even get a piece of a fluff from the German plushies. Yes,
Yeah.
These things are a scam nowadays.
And I feel like it got worse, like even harder
Yes.
to get things,
Oh, I gotta make a living.
I guess.
Tomitake-san was at a loss for words after seeing such shooting prowess.
Amazing, Michan. Tree!
Her accuracy was incredible. Her choice of targets wasn't bad either. The 3 Mion had gone after were fairly large and pretty easy to knock over. They were all targets with very high return on investment.
Well, there you have it. Who's up next? Rock, paper, scissors again? Satoko?
I understood you saying rock, baby, scissors, and I was like,
Rock!
please don't make a finger sign for baby. It's not gonna end well.
I'm trying to think how you could best make a fetus with your hand. Like rock, baby.
She said exactly what I was afraid she would be saying.
Now that I think about it, fetus versus baby versus scissors. How would that work?
Tifa, I think it would be easier to make a fetus using your feet.
Okay, wait. Fine, I won't go there.
Also,
I'll keep that in the back of my.
no, you don't need to, because rock, baby, scissors is not a game anybody needs to consider. That does not go well. No.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything.
No.
It will just live rent free in the back of my mind. Jack,
Yes?
Tifa,
Press P.
Psycho, press P. Wait, what? Was this a thing the entire time?
That's what the game looked like originally.
Nah, this is not the original, is it?
This is from the console release. This is the remake art style, and this is the original art.
Is it really?
That's amazing.
That is a really big difference. That's
That is
legit.
amazing.
What was
Thank
the,
you for that, Psycho.
What was the
Thank
first
you.
one?
That's the one we're playing with,
Yeah.
the console release. This is the remake art.
Okay, I don't feel like the remake is an upgrade. Unpopular opinion? Popular opinion?
Yeah, I don't
I
like
don't like the
the
remake
huge foreheads.
compared to.
I love
mean,
this.
I can agree with that.
I love this. Like, yeah, this has something.
Also, what's the gun in the holster doing there?
I don't know.
And where's that in the remake?
It's a very interesting art style. Yes, he does. And they also take up a lot of space. It's great. Remake made everyone to skinny in anime in a weird way. This isn't unpopular. Yeah. Used the console sprites because of a lip sync. Yeah. This looks good.
I definitely prefer the console one.
This I don't love. This looks like too stylized in a way. I'm not digging it.
I also want to see the other characters in this style. I'm guessing this is a frame by frame kind of thing that you can change.
I'll press that button again when we see the other characters. Wild.
Careful, the bullets are light.
Next was Satoko. The rifle looked a bit big for her lithe body, but it didn't seem like she had any problem with her weight.
Of course, I shall aim for the grand prize.
She proclaimed that she was going after the teddy bear. Damn, Satoko, such a bold move.
The moment she knocks it over, she's guaranteed to be in first.
Talking about being knocked over, get ready everybody. Okay, that's close.
Nah.
I can appreciate it. It is cute.
It's cute. It really carries the character, but
the first thing I notice is the Hitmonchan fist.
Yeah, a little bit. Especially with her left arm not having fingers. Like she has a thumb, an index, and the three fingers are fused together.
But I really don't
know what this is supposed to be.
It's the cute stance, but I really don't like the remake here either.
Yeah, this is an improvement. Excuse me, the what, Tifa?
Oh, I said Hitmonchan. Now, the moment you say it, I'm like, wait, I did not say Hitmonlee.
Hitmonchan.
Hitmonchan. Hitmonlee. Yeah, but I said Hitmonchan.
That's for the next generation of games.
That is the not released one yet.
They commonly call these the flesh mitten issue. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
I don't love it. Yeah, I think we'll keep playing with this.
Good luck, Satoko-chan.
Satoko was the opposite of Mion. She aimed at the target quite carefully and squeezed the trigger.
These bullets are too light.
That's the point.
First two bullets struck the bear in the torso, but it only shifted a bit. You need to aim higher towards the head or it won't work. Satoko's third bullet wasn't aimed at the bear, but at the candy box below its arm.
Okay, smart.
I hate to say it, but it appears the bear is just too much for me.
Hitmon top implies the horrifying idea of a Hitmon bottom. I don't think that's a horrifying idea. Something for everybody.
I kind of want to see that drawn out. But I have no idea what that could even look like.
Having been on the internet for so long, I think if you Google Hitmon bottom, you will find fan art, but it would all be not safe for work.
That sounds like it could be traumatizing.
I think everybody would have the same inclination on where to take the concept as I was thinking of.
Wait, you had to say it. I didn't. What did I say?
She went boldly after the big catch, but since she switched over to less impressive prey at the last second, the crowd only gave a strained laugh. Were they laughing because she lacked the courage? Thank you for the lurk, by the way.
I appreciate it.
These fools know nothing.
A fine attempt, Satoko. You've gotten better. Is it about the whole thing, by the way? Because if she now got the same candy box, I'm guessing Mion still won because she got 3 candy boxes.
I have no idea. The palm of Mion's outstretched hand went pumph as it tapped down lightly on Satoko. She appeared to just be talking hot air, but this was actually completely calculated. Damn that Satoko! Just to avoid being in last place, she dared to switch over to an easy target.
Strategy?
Without shame or honor? Magnificent.
I'll allow you to take the bear, Reina-san. I pray for your victory. Okay. Thanks so much, Satoko-chan. Oh, Mr. Bear, so cute.
Reina was up next. She couldn't hit the broadside of a barn as regular Reina, but she said that bear was cute.
That means he wants to win it.
I wonder how Reina-chan will do. I hope she's able to hit at least one. You're underestimating Reina, Tomitake-san. It's Reina, you know? It's Reina Ryugu, you know? If it was to get that teddy bear.
Suddenly she's a sharpshooter.
Whoa! Tomitake-san wheeled around to see what all the commotion the spectators were making was about. If it was to get that bear, she'd be able to shoot through a pinhole. The one known as Reina Ryugu could do it.
But did she?
She's shaking. It's shaking.
Oh, cute. I guess she missed.
Reina couldn't hide her excitement over the bear's slow rocking. Now Reina couldn't lose.
Not bad, Reina-san. The less collected you become.
The stronger you get.
But is it gonna fall?
Whoa! Another big cheer. Reina's bullet hit the bear's forehead again. Not enough. The bear seemed to wobble more than before.
I guess you need to do it 3 times fast after another at the same spot.
It's like the second level in Super Mario 64 where you need to knock over that big... Bless you.
Sorry.
That big wooden plank. You need to hit it at the right time. Yeah.
But it might not be possible.
Talking about things being possible. Nah. Are you ready though?
I know they're all little kids.
She looks like a 4-year-old now.
But yeah, they look like littler kids.
Yeah, not digging it, sorry.
Like even smaller kids, like nah.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's kind of what I expected now.
Okay, she also has flash mittens, but other than that,
Yeah.
it's not bad. I like
I
this one.
prefer the current style. Oh, do it.
Oh god.
Suddenly.
Is buff. He is wearing a skin-tight tank top. Like, that is molded around the pecs. That might as well just be body painting.
Yeah, but also not a fan.
Are you ready, Tifa?
I'm ready. Oh, that's kind of adorable. The way he's holding the camera is creeping me out, but
He looks kind of pudgy there.
I think it's because of the tucked in...
Yeah. Also, like, he has basically no middle body. Like, his chest is the same size as the rest of his torso. Does that make sense? He's like a reverse Bayonetta.
Oh,
Bayonetta
little-
has incredibly long legs and he is like Matchop.
I
You know what I
wouldn't
mean?
say that. I would sooner say that about the second one, but sure.
Everyone looks pudgy and zero-wasted in arcade stuff.
So I'm gonna keep holding this because this microphone is getting irritating.
Then how about we quickly fix that?
Or that.
Because that looks dumb.
Yeah, it kind of does.
BRB.
BRB, even better. We're back.
Imagine if Tifa had told me earlier and I would have immediately fixed this problem for her. You never know. Where's my mouse? There. With Reina-chan's skill it might be... While Tomitake-san was just as excited as the crowd, Rika-chan's analysis was not swayed by emotion. If Reina had 10 more shots, then she could surely knock it over.
I'm sure
But-
there's a tactic for it.
Yes, hit the highest point possible for maximum force. Like I explained earlier to you and you were like,
Yeah,
yeah,
but I
it doesn't
wonder-
work like that.
No, but I don't think 1 is gonna be enough.
Probably not. But with just one more, no matter how you looked at it, no go.
What's she gonna do?
Ooh! The crowd let out a dejected groan.
Oh, we sounded too excited.
She had shot it right in the forehead 3 times. It was a bit late, but they gave her a good round of applause for the attempt.
Ooh, ooh.
Should have tried to shoot like the top of it or the ears maybe to like wriggle it to the side.
The ears are too soft. You wouldn't...
Your ears are too soft. Do you even have ears? We don't even see them.
Mr. Bear, take him home.
Well, now we feel forced to go for the bear.
Of course, everybody should. She should be praised for her valor, but she had no trophies to show for it. Then, at that moment, the old man flicked one of the candy boxes with his finger and handed it to Reina.
This for you, little lady.
Yeah, because you know you're cheating.
Huh? You're giving this to me?
For gods wouldn't forgive me if I let you go home empty-handed after such a display.
I feel like that shouldn't count for the competition, though.
There was another shower of applause. Or as Dutch people say, biz. Biz.
Nah, you wouldn't use that here. That's a theater kind of thing.
I thought that was pretty artistic. Reina turned bright red and I pulled her back over to us by her hand. You did a good job. Your cute mode really surprised me.
I really wanted Mr. Bear. Aww.
It was easy to see that it only needed a little more to be knocked over.
So who's next?
Reina had done quite a lot for me. I still needed to pay her back for that delicious picnic. Alright, then I'll get it and give it to you. What? Tomitake-san had stolen the words right out of my mouth.
Okay. Please, Tomitake-san. Good luck.
He's gonna get it.
Damn you, old man Tomitake, stealing the good parts for yourself. A small hand stretched over and fell gently on my head just before I was overcome with frustration.
We see it.
You keep on fighting too, Keiichi, okay?
Keep your flesh mittens off of me. Tomitake-san carefully studied the bear. Setting his sights, he shouldered the rifle while holding the other 2 shots in his hand. Why is he doing that? Why would you be holding the bullets?
Yes, no doubt. Tomitake-san is aiming for the bear.
Pwop, pwop, pwop. The time between shots was short. It was meaningless to shoot again once it stopped shaking. So Tomitake-san was relying on rapid fire to win the battle.
Makes sense.
It was visibly wobbling much more than it had ever before. But that was all. It still didn't fall over.
No, too bad.
All of Reina's momentary expectation from watching it sway violently turned into a dejected sigh. I really thought it would work.
Now we can still win her heart.
We better.
Does he also get a candy box?
It seems since you're a man, you will not be receiving any candy.
Exactly. That was it. It meant Tomitake-san had no spoils of war.
So both Kei-chan and Rika-chan can shoot down a sure, easy prize and avoid being dead last. I feel like Reina-san's candy should not
It should
though.
count.
It should not
100%.
count. It
She
should
did awesome.
absolutely not count.
Why are you a hater?
He did awesome too and it didn't count.
Why don't you keep your flesh mittens to yourself? I learned that word, I'm gonna keep using it. Avoid being the loser, huh? Oh, sorry about that. It's your turn next, Keiichi-kun. Best of luck. I was the 5th shooter. I took the rifle from Tomitake-san. If I took the ruthless route, as Mion had suggested, then I'd go for something insignificant. Except, when I picked up the rifle, I definitely got a feeling from it. It was burning passion.
I didn't pick the rifle picked me.
Passed down to me by Tomitake-san. The regret of not being man enough to fell the bear that Reina wanted. Yes, that's right. If I didn't aim for the bear, then I wouldn't be a man. I hate it when my entire value as a person just hinges on something like this.
Obviously.
Clearly. After all, that was my promise to Reina.
Huh? What promise? What?
To shoot down that bear, then give it to Reina, that one.
Oh, you mean...
Go get it.
The crowd went wild when they saw our conversation.
Whoa!
Cool,
Show us
Oni-chan.
what you've got!
That's not it, fine man of a crowd. If I didn't do this, then Reina might mug the old man running the stall on his way home. No, that's not it. That's not it at all. Why can't I just express my honest feelings?
You got this. Keiichi-san sure talks the talk. But how do you actually intend to bring down the bear?
Throw the gun.
Doesn't say it in the rules that you're not allowed to throw the gun, is it?
Exactly.
But if I recall, in most places it was attached to the...
Yeah.
Whatever the
A
thing's
Velcro
called.
or something usually. Or like a little nail that you don't see.
Reina and Tomitake's shots did make it tilt a bit, but I think finishing the job will be difficult. Keiichi-kun?
I'm more surprised he doesn't like put it back with every new customer.
Fair enough. Nothing in the rulebook says I can't use a dog to fire this gun. Imagine. I bet, seriously, why don't just throw the gun? I mean...
I'm quite sure it's attached to wherever you're shooting it from.
Do you with these kind of stalls in the US have like a printed set of rules somewhere? Because I want to say over here I have seen stalls like that.
What?
Usually when it comes to like throwing like these balls to knock down cans.
Like
Yeah.
what?
You
Don't
pay...
throw the baby?
No, idiot. Something more like you have to stand behind the line, you get free throws, you have to not go
It's not... Oh yeah.
over,
yeah.
stuff like this.
Yeah, but that's like a standard
They
thing.
usually tell you the rules or pull them out to clarify. See? Exactly.
Yeah.
So clearly, stall man hasn't told us we can't throw the gun. If only there was some way to shoot faster, I'd be able to pile more power on the sway from each hit.
Good luck, Keiichi-kun.
After taking 2 deep breaths, I shouted over to the guy. 2 more rifles. Huh?
How are you gonna shoot 3? And also you only have 3 shots. If you get 2 more rifles, that's too many shots.
Easy. Left arm, right arm, dual wield, and then the
One in
third
the
one.
mouth, and then you do it with your tongue.
I shoot with my little furry seal.
But wait,
Or-
actually,
Or do the Zorro thing from One Piece and do it with your teeth, like, or with your tongue, like.
if he... Yeah. But if he now gets 2 extra guns, he
Yeah.
can only shoot once. Because you have 3 shots.
One with each gun, yeah.
Yeah. But that means he's not allowed to shoot all of them 3 times.
Correct, but if he shoots all of them at the same time,
Yeah.
triple the
That seems
Input
annoying,
vector.
aiming it all at one bear and shoot them at the same time.
only for you.
Yeah, if it works, I guess.
I mean, we could argue, if it should be necessary, to explain why you can only use the prop gun ammo. Should be common sense.
We don't do common
Everything
sense.
is allowed in love and war.
But I have to say, I also haven't seen any
Same.
of like these sort of stalls in a long time.
Yeah,
Even at like, what was last, like Easter markets?
yeah.
It's really a carnival thing. And I haven't been on a carnival in years as well.
Same. I think the last time we went was in the Netherlands. The
Yeah,
big
true.
one.
In Tilburg. But that's like, what, 5-6 years ago?
Way too many people.
That's been a long
It
time.
was so busy. It was not nice. The crowd murmured amongst themselves.
I wonder what Keiichi-san is up to. One person can't handle 3 rifles at once.
When did Higurashi come out? Did Higurashi also inspire the little quirk in the design for Roronoa? Because I'm not saying what's his name? Eiichi Oda stole the idea, but 2004 for episode 1. Okay, then this came out after One Piece.
It's the other way around.
One Piece has been around since, I want to say, 1999.
I get it. Nice thinking, Kei-chan.
Mion was able to figure it out magnificently. Oda Eiichiro. Thank you. I'll just stick to Oda. Basically, what was taking the most time was reloading the shot.
That's right. Then by putting 3 preloaded rifles next to each other.
Tomitake-san went silent, peering at me and the bear through his lens. His photographer's blood predicted a miracle will occur. And then the crowd finally picked up on what I was planning. So basically he's doing the, if I change my guns in between shooting, they'll reload faster than if I reload manually from video games. They let out a great cheer. Some games do that, where if you swap guns, they reload when you swap back to them. So if you just swap through 3 guns
Like
quickly
that,
after
yeah.
the shots, you save yourself loading animation. They chanted my name. Keiichi, Keiichi. Good thing everybody knows us. Rapid fire is the key. If I miss, all is for naught. Phew. Real quick, I don't mean to shame Tifa, but can we all tell her to get more sleep?
Now I can't stop
Because
yawning.
one of us was playing Final Fantasy into the wee hours of the evening yesterday, when the other one specifically told her, "Hey Tifa, you should go get to
I
bed.
can't
You
sleep yet. If I can't sleep, I can't
Of
sleep.
course not. You were doing frontline stuff.
I can't sleep. That's how it works.
Shame her. Shame her. She deserves it." After letting out a deep breath, I paused. Relax. Now. We're going to the Shadow Realm. That sound effect. That moment, it felt like time itself had stopped. I felt like I could see the trajectory of the bullets. Hit it. And knock it down. The first shot hit the bear on its head. The second. The third. The bear swayed hard. And then. Give me the frickin' bear. Yes!
It fell. Woo! Good job, good job. There you have it. Yeah! Whoa!
Ooh. Missing sleep for Final Fantasy XIV is valid.
And I'm not a huge fan of front lines either, but I do want those wolf marks.
They have some really sexy
They have
outfits.
some really cool stuff, like my healer looks like...
She would
And-
buy her a coffee.
I would absolutely buy her a coffee.
And maybe even like a bagel or something.
Mhm.
There's a tiny secondary screen at the bottom of the stream.
Tiny secondary screen. I
What?
do not see it.
Do you mean like these things? What?
Within the game?
Huh?
A tiny secondary screen. If you move this game, does it...
OBS is set up specifically to only capture the game.
Okay.
Refresh, that might help. It shouldn't be like that. Yeah, I think that's Twitch being Twitch.
I don't see it.
Unless you mean the menu buttons on the bottom right, there's nothing else. The cheers began before the stuffed animal even finished falling off the shelf. Should have taken a pic. That's not how.
Oh, good.
It's fine. The guy caught it before it hit the ground and tossed it over to me. You actually knocked it over. You got me. Amazing. Congratulations, Keiichi-kun.
But he didn't win yet, or was this the biggest thing?
No, I mean, probably we think we won, but Rika still has a chance to go, and maybe
They could
she
still have a
gets
draw.
like 3 items that individually are not as great as our prize, but together they are even better.
Yeah, but he's not gonna just have one big plushie.
I don't know.
If he now puts the plushie back and she also gets it.
If we continue, we'll find out.
Keiichi-san has finally learned how to use his head. I see you in a slightly better light now.
I didn't do it all by myself. Everyone hit it and those small bits together brought it down. This trophy belongs to all of us.
Right, this is from all of us working together. Me didn't hit it a single time. Ugh.
Yeah, about that. After holding up a teddy bear like it was a championship trophy, I handed it to Reina. Here. This is from me. No, from everyone.
But Mian.
Thanks for always making your delicious lunches. Reina, thinking she was never actually going to get it, was momentarily speechless.
You know the shitty thing? I've won like plushies at carnivals when
Same.
I was a kid too, and they were all like hard and rough and not soft and fluffy
You know that
like you want.
really big
The
tiger
one. I used
or
to have
lion
one
thing
of those.
that everybody had?
Yeah.
I won mine at a festival like this
I
from a raffle.
did not win mine
And it was
myself. I believe my dad got it with throwing cans.
Not bad. In the end, I donated mine to my old school.
I had mine until it lost color, and I'm not sure even what we did to it. I think it got donated into something as well, but don't remember.
And they repainted it. Second-hand tiger.
But that thing was also hard and not fluffy.
Mine was soft.
Nah, those were not soft. Those are like hard plushies.
Mine was big and soft.
They are big, but they are like hard plushies. You
I'll
can't
need to
bend
find
them.
a picture of it. I'm pretty sure you have that everywhere in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. But they are not soft.
My brother won a climbing wall race, impressive, and got a Spider-Man that sits on your shoulders. But otherwise you have to sit somewhere or he looks like he's just squatting. That's really cool.
That sounds like a more original reward at least.
And that also really seems like it kind of fits the theme because of climbing.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
Let's see. It seems like a little minion that you take along.
Yeah, I dig it.
I can't, Keiichi-kun. This is everyone's after all.
In that case, I was the one who knocked it down. And it's mine. It's mine, so I'm giving it to Reina. I pushed the stuffed animal towards her again. This time she embraced and accepted it.
Also, this was stupid. He gave away his prize. Now he doesn't have loot to put on the table.
So in the end he loses because now he has nothing.
I would now go...
Yeah.
If it counted that Reina got a box of candy that she didn't throw off the shelf herself, it also counts that he now gave her the plushie before the whole end thing is over, so he has nothing to show.
Question is, when is the tally being done for who wins?
Well, Rika still needs to shoot.
You've watched out for me ever since I moved here after all. I'm really grateful, you see. Thanks a lot.
Keiichi-kun, thanks so much.
Reina dove at me. Mion told me a few days later that Reina kissed me, but I didn't realize it during all the excitement at the time.
Aww.
I remembered what I was trying to say to Tomitake-san earlier. There really isn't much of anything here.
Oh, we just skipped all the rest.
But there are lots of things you can't find anywhere else. I gained a lot from coming to Hinamizawa, especially at that moment. The crowd's cheers echoed on and on. From the altar set up in front of the shrine, the drums sounded with a booming echo. It was the finale of the festival.
Did we just skip her shooting?
Yes. Because
And the penalty. Okay.
it ain't no penalty. The penalty is Rika will be sacrificed in a fiery death as she's being put on a pyre and down the stream to appease the river gods.
I'll be going off ahead then.
I hope not.
To do all of that.
Oh. I need to go and get myself a good spot too. Well then everyone, see you in a bit.
Hey, we want a good spot too.
Both Rika-chan and Tomitake-san gave their farewells and disappeared into the crowd.
I wish both of you the best in your endeavors. Now, Shall we be off? Yeah, I might as well go see Rika-chan's charming figure. Let's go.
Yeah. Huh? Where's Reina? What are you doing?
Keiichi-kun. Mi-chan, save me.
Since she was carrying such a ridiculously large stuffed animal, she was being carried by the flow of people.
How big is this thing?
I mean, big enough that she's like smaller than it, so everybody walking past her just pushes her along.
Apparently.
Also, Keiichi getting kissed by Reina, does that count as stuff's gonna happen at the festival for my prediction?
No. Also, I want to say it was like a cheek kiss.
Oh dang, it's still festival time.
Yeah,
We had
we're-
lots.
But we're at the
Lots
end
to
of the festival, at
We
least.
believe. We believe.
Well, Rika-chan only did the performance at the end. And
You missed
now,
Reina kissing Keiichi for giving her a big stuffed animal.
Technically, we missed it too, because it was like, oh,
True.
I only heard later that she kissed us.
Yeah, fair enough.
So we missed it as well. And I'm guessing it was a cheek thing.
What is she doing? She must have her hands full taking care of that bear.
So I'll leave Reina in your care, Keiichi. I have my hands full taking care of Satoko.
Who would want to be looked after by you, Mion-san? Oh, please don't pull my arm.
Yeah.
Before losing sight of Mion, I grabbed the back of Reina's collar.
Keiichi-kun, not there. Don't grab me there.
Always so bossy. Where can I grab them?
Well, she did say just not there.
I didn't feel ashamed at all. Reina was ashamed enough for the both of us. Keiichi, no. I grabbed onto Reina's hand and dashed after Mion and the others. We're gonna be late. Let's hurry up.
Yeah.
I hadn't realized Reina's hand was so delicate. Maybe she needed a bit more exercise and nutrition? It wasn't what I meant, not at all. My ears burned. I tried to keep calm. I repeated the phrase, "Keep it together, Keiichi Maebara," in my mind, but it didn't look like I would be able to anytime soon. I really didn't want Reina to see my face red then, so I pushed onwards, dragging her along without looking back even once. There was already a huge group of people gathered at the altar in front of the shrine. The fire at the altar made it as bright as midday and just as hot.
There's your fire.
There was a pile of futons watered with sanctified rope in front of the altar. Come to think of it, they did say it was a festival where they did something with the cotton and futons.
Keiichi-san, Reina-san, we're over here.
Satoko waved her hand from the front row. Sorry.
Rude.
Making our way through the mass of people, we reached the spot they'd saved.
How was it? Were you able to have a little bit of excitement with Reina?
You punk! So that's what your plan was? Instead of replying, Mion gave us a perverse grin. Talking about perverse grins, I didn't expect this chapter to be this long. I need a toilet and our microphones need new batteries.
BRB.
I didn't press the button.
No BRB. No, it's not working.
Get your hand off of that. Why is stuff not working?
No toilet
Everything
break
is
for you.
cursed. But that is fine.
So did you doubt my button pressing abilities?
Yes.
Well,
Yes, I did.
like I definitely clicked and now it's like a 30-second delay.
No break for you. Well, then no audio for you in a moment, but I can fix it. BRB.
BRB.
Way. Unbrbeat. You okay? Nothing's happened yet.
I'm just really tired.
No. Get some sleep, bitch. No. Perverse Mion. Yes?
You didn't say they were back.
Yeah, I did.
I was still waiting for they were back.
You were busy doing... I'm tired.
Honestly, I didn't even realize we were live there.
I noticed. So did everybody else. But
I was waiting for the sign to go back live.
here we are again, people.
We're
Still
back.
perverse Mion.
How was it, Reina? I was wondering why you clicked in the game without even pressing the live button.
Because the thing is frozen and... Go the fuck to sleep
Yeah.
after this.
It would be nice if we can at least finish the chapter. Like the one day I'm dead, this chapter feels like longer than all of the other ones.
Consequences meet your actions.
If it still takes more than half an hour, I'm gonna save in the middle.
It will if you don't read your lines.
Yeah. You're not making this any faster.
Awful lot of complaining.
Don't make me Hitmon chop you.
I'll hit my bottom you.
Was Keiichi's hand bigger than you thought it would be? Whatever happened there.
Reina turned bright red, puffs of steam shooting out of her. I heard something slice through the air and turned around to see Mion on the ground with a welt on her face. There's a way to make this faster? No, there isn't. That's the beauty of it. No. Mion, when were you hit?
Between the A and O of her I think.
Reina, it's not good to punch your friends to hide your embarrassment.
I didn't hit her. Whatever.
She has a little bit of a rebellious streak. I like it. We didn't get to see too much of that earlier. Thump! The thunderous beat of a drum echoed, silencing the crowd.
That was softer than I wanted to do it.
Wait, drum. There.
Oh, that was a good one.
You must all be quiet. It's beginning.
Professional drum belly. It was a solemn ritual. Rika-chan entered dressed as a shrine maiden, followed by members of a municipal committee.
Wow, we're skipping the whole scene.
The elders all looked at Rika-chan and clasped their hands in praise. The only thing allowed to disturb the profound silence was the flash from Tomitake-san's camera. What's the big thing Rika-chan is holding?
A knife to stab herself.
A hoe that's used for this festival. It's a sacred farming tool that only the shrine maiden may touch.
Oh.
Yeah, but only used for the festival.
Background art is expensive, exactly.
I would have
Even more
liked to see
animation.
that. I would have liked to see that scene.
It was an awkward shape for a piece of farm equipment, not uncommon for something used in rituals. After reciting a Shinto prayer, Rika-chan approached the pile of futons gathered at the altar. She swung the hoe skillfully, plowing it into the futons. Each and every little movement of his performance probably had to be done in a certain way. Without a doubt, this was a ritual. What's next? Airing out futons?
She's purifying the futons, which sacrificially absorbed winter's illness for using them, or for those using them.
Wait, what?
Okay. Basically, you burn the illnesses that people had while using the futons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when Keiichi said airing out futons, he wasn't completely wrong.
Rika-chan's face was already dripping with sweat. That hoe was probably really heavy. I know it's a farming equipment, but that line is funny to me.
I'm 12.
I've fought this line many times before in my life. She staggered side to side with the momentum of each swing. Satoko looked on, silently lending her support. Worried?
Rika practiced every single day with a mochi hammer. She will certainly prevail.
Could she not practice with a hoe? Like, why did she have to practice with that hammer? I know that's also a big, heavy hammer, but why not the hoe itself?
Yeah.
Why not practice digging that in the ground?
I think a mochi hammer is pretty heavy. Aren't those things traditionally like solid wood? Didn't we see a clip once where people traditionally made mochi?
I know it's huge,
which
but
was insane because they had this one guy like slapping and moving the dough and like folding it and stuff, while like 3 other people were using this like huge stick tree-like thing to like hammer down on it over and over and always just slightly missing his hands.
But I would think if you're doing something with a hoe, you practice with a hoe. It's not an uncommon tool. Oh, yeah, I forgot you're 12, by the way. Whichever is longer, the shape of a metal. Yeah, but I guess it's more of a strength kind of thing.
Hammer it, then lift it off a bowl to keep mashing. It's a similar overhand motion. Satoko's hands were sweaty, and whenever Rika-chan started to sway a little, she held her breath. Why wasn't Mion a candidate to be Shrine Maiden? It feels wrong having Rika-chan swing around something so heavy.
I'd do it if they ask me, you know? And well, it's not something just anyone could do.
That's true. Shrine Maidens need to be pure after all. Deserved. Yeah, gotta practice with a hoe. Mion drove her elbow into my side.
One that had sickness all winter.
The Futon, you... I know you're not at 100% because of your dumb choices to be tired, but the hoe she's using is an instrument in this scene. The hoe, what?
Yeah, that's funny in a way.
You're a sick hoe. It's easier than practicing with a hai. That's German for shark. Why do I think that also has another meaning then?
I doubt they're
trying to
slamming a shark
me?
around.
With a thud of a big drum, Rika-chan gave a solemn bow and descended from the altar. That triggered a round of generous applause. Bizz! Bizz! As the one Dutch person in attendance said. After the Shinto priests had raised up the
That's
cleansed
also not for
futon...
this occasion.
After the Shinto priests had raised up the cleansed futons like a portable altar, all the spectators stood up. Following after the priests, we all marched on at a moderate pace. They descended the shrine's giant stairs in a line. What's happening now? Washing the futons in the river?
Onikakushi means setting cotton adrift, you know?
I'm still confused about this. Are they just dumping the old futons into the river? Basically.
Press A, I guess.
The procession continued right up to the bank of the stream. A fire was stoked high and it was bright as day here too. People started crowding around it and clamoring.
Alright, get in line. Line up, Keiichi-kun.
Cotton drifting festival sounds to me like a cool name for bunny races.
Oh, I see how that could work.
Could be really cute, like doing like parkour moves. Yay, come, you not pollution. That's not good for the water. I wondered what was up. Maybe we'd get some holy wine? The red and white bean buns?
Ooh, those tasty.
It's not food. I said it was cotton.
No, but of course. I didn't call it the Watanagashi for nothing. I finally understood. The municipal committee members pulled out the cotton from inside the futons and balled it up like mochi, handing it out to people. Reina dove into the line and brought out some for me as well. We then proceeded to the bank of the stream.
Since it's your first time, Keiichi-kun, just copy what I do.
She held the cotton in her right hand and, waving her hand as if to purify it, she touched it to her forehead, chest, navel, and both thighs.
You do this 3 times and silently give thanks to Oyashiro-sama.
Oyashiro-sama? What's that? The name of her shrine's god?
Yes, it's the guardian deity of Hinamizawa.
Deity?
Deity.
Deity.
Deity. Deity.
DT seems right.
It brings about both miracles and curses.
The guardian deity brings curses.
I mean, now we're definitely cursed because I mispronounced them.
Yeah.
So you must be sure to show respect.
It sounded like a pretty frightening god. But, well, I don't know, Rome. Was officially a resident of Hinamizawa now, after all. Doing as Reina showed me, I touched the cotton over myself 3 times. Thank you, oyashiro-sama. Thank you, oyashiro-sama. Oyashiro-sama.
This way, all the evil that possesses you is sucked out by the cotton. Then you let it gently drift away on the stream and you're done.
Oyashiro-sama is cursing the streams. Yes. Well, at least the cable thing should be fixed now, right? Like, crossing my
We
fingers.
hope. Excuse me.
Sorry, I keep saying she breaks it. And I think it has something to do with her, because it only happens to her. But at the same time, she isn't doing anything weird with him, as far as I know. So
Thank you. Thank you.
just saying. Together, Rain and I set our pieces of cotton afloat on the surface of the water. The flowers of cotton blooming in the water had sucked out all the bad illnesses from Hinamizawa and drifted off, disappearing into the distance.
I would at least have put up like a net at the end, which I hope they did, to catch all of that cotton and take it out of the river again.
It was wonderful, like those floating lantern festivals I'd seen on TV. The best part, though, was feeling like this rite of passage had made me a true resident of Hinamizawa. Nobody got sacrificed.
What happened to the big plushie?
Hopefully not plucked the cotton out of. At first I was a bit anxious. Hurting someone was something I never even considered. Nevertheless, the anxiety then gave place to loneliness, doubt, and more. And then, that wicked murderous intent eventually took control of my mind. The boy took the first step towards an unrecoverable daily life, not even realizing that he was walking into the abyss. Onikakushi. A tragedy born from the desire to believe. Are those tears of repentance or tears of resentment?
This bit feels a bit random.
While staring off into the stream, I somehow got separated from Reina. I wasn't very lonely though. I know this place now. This is where I live, my home. It's probably better if I just stay here instead of wandering around aimlessly. Someone would surely find me while I was enjoying the evening breeze. I heard a familiar voice. It was Tomitake-san's. I headed towards it. All you sacrifice is the cotton. That text was so weird, out of nowhere.
Good, it felt very random.
Yeah. How did it go, Tomitake-san? Were you able to get some good shots? Yeah, fortunately. Tomitake-san was with a girl. I felt a little like I was intruding. You are.
How was it, Keiichi-kun? Did you enjoy the festival?
Meh.
Here I don't really mind her like for original one or the remake with the remake one. But I guess she's also more like adult-ish here.
Yeah. Yes, queen. I'm not sure about this yet. From the way she spoke, it seemed like she was a resident of Hinamizawa. I really should try harder to remember people's faces here. Yes, if you would show them to us. What was her name?
Ask her.
It was fun. My face must have given away how desperately I was trying to remember her name, because she gave a light-hearted chuckle. And it's probably because it hasn't been long since you moved here. It's pretty hard to believe, seeing how friendly you've gotten with the other kids. If that's how it looked, it was probably all thanks to Reina and Mion.
Perhaps you feel more like a resident of Hinamizawa after taking part in the festival today?
I wonder about that.
Didn't you say that yourself like 5 minutes ago?
Yeah, he did. Weird. No, that's not like you. I tried to get used to Hinamizawa, but there were still plenty of things I didn't know. The faces of people I'd met, for example. Things that had happened in the past as well. Oh, you're feeling left out because of something like that? It's not so much as feeling left out, it's just, I'm not sure how to say it. That incident with dam construction site. Fighting over it and other conflicts. That terrible incident they pretended they didn't even know about whenever I brought it up. Even though it was in the past, as someone living in Hinamizawa, it wasn't wrong to want to know about both the good and the bad that had happened here. If it will put you at ease, then I'll tell you everything I know. Tomitake-san's smile made me more relieved than I'd ever been. It was hard to think of what to ask when someone said, "Ask me anything," though. Even when there was so much I wanted to ask. Then, could you tell me about what happened when the dam was being constructed? It was a big incident where Hinamizawa was going to be submerged, right? I think the locals would be more knowledgeable about the dam than I am. Well, if you don't mind, I'll tell you what I know. It's only what I read in the newspaper, though. Mitake-san's eyes entered an unfocused gaze as he searched through his memory. Then he spoke. The decision to start the dam project was finalized 7 or 8 years ago. I heard it was the next largest project after the one in Kurobe. There were 3 major issues in Japan at the time. Improving inter-island transportation infrastructure, meeting the higher demand for electricity, and flood control. There was a boom of dam building due to the massive economic stimulus they provided on top of generating electricity and flood control. Hinamizawa had the right conditions to support dam construction, so it was singled out. The dam reservoir would have covered quite a lot of ground when it was completed. The entire area, right up to Yaguchi, way upstream, would be underwater. But why did they have to pick a populated area like Hinamizawa? Couldn't they have instead picked a place where nobody lived? I'm not really sure why, but I heard that it was just the right terrain for building a dam. Of course, there were protests here in Hinamizawa. Rika-chan had said that they had fought. From that choice of words, I had to guess things had turned violent. I keep getting confused between Tomitake just carrying on and thinking. There was a trial and it was brought up before the National Diet. It was covered in the Tokyo newspapers too. Mion had told me about all of that as well. I'm sure every resident of Hinamizawa had united to fight together. A feeling of solidarity found her, which could not be expressed properly with mere words, was likely brought about by that battle. Are we being punished for having read the tip already because we know all of this?
Yeah.
As a result, bribery and scandals were brought to light.
I guess it's more like if you didn't read it, here's your summary.
Then why have a tip?
I don't think the game knows you read it.
But why have a tip if you give me all the same information now?
For people like me who don't read that until maybe later.
No, Sorry. As a result, bribery and scandals were brought to light. As things got more and more complicated, we eventually halted construction. If I wanted to know, now was my only chance to ask. It was certainly a bizarre incident that boys my age would be curious about. I felt a little ashamed from the fact that I was petty enough to have my curiosity piqued by Reina and Mion's refusal to talk about the event. I've got to justify how the characters in-game learns things. Yeah, I get that. I get the whole expositioning all over my face, but why have the tip?
But even Keiichi knows already, because what we read was the news or the tabloid article.
Yeah.
So he also read the tabloid article because he took it home with him. So that is information he knows already.
Why have a plot of VLR if you're just going to tell me with a gold files? Kind of, yeah. Yeah, I guess I get it. But I figured I might as well ask since I had the chance. Just so I would stop thinking about it so much. So, there was a dismemberment, right? There was. I happened to be here in Hinamizawa at the time, so I remember it well. Tomitake-san's answer was nonchalant in contrast to my hesitantly forced-out question. It was about this time, 4 years ago. It was the day of a Watanagashi, if I recall correctly. Debate on whether to continue construction on the dam was in disarray. Scandal after scandal rocked the project near the end. The incident that was the final nail in the coffin for the dam project.
Oh, I think I remember a bit here from the anime.
The tips here are not remotely as spoilery as VLR's gold files. Don't worry. Good to know, thank you. Happy to be at the same scene of a crime during the dismemberment. Yeah, I mean... It's potato, you know, I was dropping by. A fight at the dam construction site ended in the victim being murdered. Fearing prosecution, the 6 assailants divided the remains into 6 pieces and each hit one. 5 of the 6 criminals turned themselves in out of guilt, but 1 was still on the run. The right arm he'd hidden had yet to be found. The major details lined up with what was in the tabloid I'd read earlier. See, the game even recognizes that was a thing that was read.
Even
so
had
it
this
remembered.
background.
It certainly was a tragic incident, but it wasn't so terrible that Reina and Mion needed to hide it from me. No, this wasn't even in the tip. The tip just had the XXXXX.
No, but I think the background picture was even from...
Yeah, but that was in the episode, that wasn't in the tip. I guess they didn't want someone who just moved here to have a negative impression of Hinamizawa. I felt grateful for having friends who worried about me so much, as well as shame for still being so interested in it. It was near the end of all the trouble with the dam, you see. So everyone was saying that it was Oyashiro-sama's curse. Oyashiro-sama's curse, huh? Oyashiro-sama was the name of a god at the shrine that held the festival today, if I recalled correctly. I see. The guardian deity rained divine punishment down on the evil dam construction for trying to flood Hinamizawa. You're pretty close right now, my dear.
That's the evil look.
Oh, this
one doesn't have one.
This only has this one.
Maybe it's a new one. That's the look of evil.
Yeah.
Apparently the younger ones didn't think so. But it seems the elderly in the village never doubted that it was Oyashiro-sama's curse.
The woman of Tomitake-san chuckled mischievously.
Quite sure I remember what happens after this.
Tomitake-san began laughing with her. It was so infectious, I ended up laughing as well.
But I wonder about now. There are quite a few, I think. Amongst the youth too.
A few... what? People who believe in Oyashiro-sama's curse. The woman's lips were still curled into a smile, but her expression turned stern. And then after that, it continued every year. Always around this time. Continued? What continued? Tomitake-san paused for a second as if to build up some suspense. Then he whispered to me as if someone might have been listening. Every year, on the day of Watanagashi, somebody dies. I told you! I told you!
Nothing happened yet. But like I said, I think I remember what happens after this.
The year following the dismemberment, on the day of Watanagashi, a man from Hinamizawa who had supported the dam fell off a cliff overlooking some rapids and died whilst he was on a vacation. Speaking of his wife, unfortunately her body was also never recovered.
He supported the dam construction even though he lived in Hinamizawa. At the time there were whispers amongst the elderly saying it was Oyashiro-sama's curse.
The woman chuckled mischievously again. And then the next year, the night of Watanagashi, the shrine's Shinto priest died suddenly from an unknown illness. His wife drowned herself in the bog that night. The shrine's Shinto priest? You mean he was from the shrine here? The woman nodded.
There was a rumor amongst the villagers that they weren't able to quell Oyashiro-sama's anger.
Why do you say his name with so much disdain? You're like, Oyashiro-sama.
Tripping over the words.
Oyashiro-sama. And the year after that, again on the night of Watanagashi, they discovered the battered body of a local housewife. Housewife? Up until now, all of these mysterious deaths were people involved with a dam or who had connections with Oyashiro-sama.
Horror in my horror game?
I know, right?
Unspeakable.
My nose is horribly itchy. With that in mind, could the housewife have been involved in some way too?
Exactly.
The woman stated slyly. No, it was more menacingly.
The victim's family, you see, happened to be that of the younger brother of the dam supporter who fell to his death 2 years ago.
The younger brother is still alive, it seems, but it did bother him quite a bit, so he moved to the neighboring town. For a while I stood there with my mouth agape. A battle over the dam construction with Hinamizawa's future at stake, and the murder of the center of it all. It was all I knew, and that was all I wanted to ask about. But that wasn't all there was to the story. Homicide, body disposal, accidental deaths, terminal illness, suicide, fatal beatings. I'm a pretty level-headed person. I don't really want to believe in curses, but the freakish deaths happened every year on the day of Iwata Nagashi, and all of them were related to the dam construction? It was easy to dismiss each of them as coincidence by themselves. But when you put them all together, dismissing all of them as coincidence would then defy logic. I don't believe in curses, but every single year on the day of Iwata Nagashi, somebody or something makes it happen without fail. The woman chuckled again as if she picked up on what I was thinking. Felt like she was saying, maybe there was, maybe we frightened him, stuff like that. I felt embarrassed at being read so easily. I pressed Tomitake-san to continue, a bit of impatience and irritation in my tone. Like this. They are being super sus, by the way. Then? So someone died the next year, right? Who was it that time? I wonder. Who do you think, Keiichi-kun? The hell? The way he said it didn't agree with me. The sarcastic tone ticked me off. Don't avoid the question. I'm serious here.
Hey, calm down, Keiichi-kun.
I realized when she tried to calm me down that I had been panicking. I'm trying to avoid the question, Keiichi-kun. It's just, when you say the next year, that's...
This year.
Today.
That's today.
When Tomitake-san hesitated to say it, she finished for him. I broke into a cold sweat. I really didn't like the direction this was headed.
Nobody wants to speak of it, but they all think it's going to happen again tonight.
Is this The Purge, but Japan in 1983 in the countryside?
That's kind of mild then if only one person dies a year.
Small purge. The festival was so cheerful though.
Well, the victim last year, the housewife, she was a non-believer. Turns out she didn't even attend the Watanagashi festival.
There was a rumor going around that if you didn't participate in the festival, you would incur oyashiro-sama's... Now I'm starting like her. There was a rumor going around that if you didn't participate in the festival, you would incur oyashiro-sama's wrath.
Small town, small murders.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess.
Didn't you hear anything about this, Keiichi-kun? I never even heard a whisper of that rumor. But then the reason everyone was at the festival was they were afraid of a curse. I figured that must have been the reason. There were a lot more people at the Wataganashi than usual.
I guess everyone was just afraid after all. Of oyashiro-sama's curse.
I couldn't utter a single word. In this modern age, where we've made progress in all scientific fields, shedding light on the unknown and misunderstood, where black and white television has been eradicated and we've sent men to the moon.
But you'd be surprised in small villages.
Even with all of our accomplishments, this can exist in modern society.
Tons of invitations were sent out to neighboring towns' youth groups to help pad the numbers. But after that string of events, few decided to join. The municipal, I forgot how to pronounce
Municipal.
it. Municipal, I forgot how to pronounce it already.
Committee members were complaining about how hard it was to gather participants.
Also, the police are treating each case as isolated. They don't believe they're connected. But apparently they sent quite a few plainclothes officers for security. It finally began to dawn on me why Reina and Mion were reluctant to talk. If nothing happened during this Watanagashi, everything would have been over with it and I'd be none the wiser. If nothing happened, all would be well. In that case, it would all end up being just crazy talk. I should have just pretended like I knew nothing from the beginning, then they wouldn't have had to act like nothing happened, and we would all have gotten back to life as usual.
Sure. Maybe it was just too much for him after all.
The woman ran her fingers through her hair as she sighed. No, it wasn't, not at all. I had tried to act strong, but that just served to emphasize how much the information had unsettled me. After seeing how I looked, Tomitake-san appeared to regret saying anything. Letting out a sigh, he then spoke, forcing an awkward, upbeat demeanor. Keiichi-kun, surely you don't believe in such things as curses? Well, no. If the causes of all the crimes were unknown, with the perpetrators and their methods all mysteries, then I'd concede the possibility of a curse. That's not how things are in reality. Police investigations have already uncovered the truth and perpetrators for all of the cases. Hearing him say police made me feel a lot better. It was perfect for repelling the word curse. The first one, the dismemberment, for example. I told you, didn't I? All but one of the perpetrators were arrested. It's only a matter of time before the last one. The motive turned out to have been an argument they had while intoxicated. That's no curse. Don't you agree? That was true. If it didn't happen on the day of the Watanagashi, then I wouldn't think it was related to the curse at all. The accidental deaths of a couple who supported the dam is the same. He was in a position that made others hate him. The police made a point of investigating from that angle. They concluded it was an accident. No foul play. But they both happened on the same day of the festival, right? Just think about it, Keiichi-kun. Do you think people with a lot of enemies here in Hinamizawa could participate easily in a local festival? It would be especially hard for them to be around during the Watanagashi. So they probably left Hinamizawa intentionally around the time of the year to travel, don't you think? It wasn't a very clear explanation, but I sort of understood what Tomitake-san was getting at. So I pressed on earnestly, asking more questions so that I could convince myself. Is what we should do tomorrow.
That sounds
Because
like
I
a
don't
good plan.
see this ending anytime soon. Menu. Save.
We're probably like 5 lines away from the end.
Either that or an hour. There's
Wait.
never anything in between.
You're moving to the second page.
Yeah, because I saved down here because I was dumb.
Oh, fair enough.
I wasn't smart.
Oh wait, there's no buttons.
There's no buttons for you to press.
Which means we're also just gonna call it a night for now.
Where's all of this
Let's
going?
see.
Do you think we're gonna meet somebody who's dead? As in, like now after this conversation?
I'm not gonna answer. Like I said, I'm pretty sure, and I can post it in Discord, that I remember the next bit.
I fully believe that one of the girls is gonna die. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want that to happen, but that would have the most emotional impact at this point. Or his family. Something about that.
That could also be
Probably
families, like,
just the
fighting
mother.
right now.
Just the mother, because the dad has been absent off screen mostly so far.
Too small of a character to matter.
Yeah, but the mom has been like put in a good light, and the dad is more like in the background or doing like being kind of like negative, neutral to negative. The mom is like positive. Now the curse has finally appeared, or is it all nonsense?
Well, I feel like it has appeared just when we started this game.
I would like it if Oyashiro-sama could get the fuck out of our microphones, our internet and everything else.
It's because we didn't do the cotton thing. I'm gonna find a hoe tomorrow and smash the bed.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if that helps.
We're getting somewhere.
We're getting
We
somewhere.
are getting somewhere.
And where I am getting is bed.
Oyashiro-sama will be with you forever. Well, try pressing the button.
I sure hope not.
Maybe something will happen now.
I don't think I can press this button. Oh,
It did work!
Shit.
Ha!
That was too
Thank
soon.
you everybody for hanging out with us. Tifa will now go to sleep and tomorrow we will retain curses or whatever. Bye.
Thank you.